first introduce ourselves.
Oh, we're doing another one.
Do it from this way.
I have to pee, but...
Okay,
Go pee, Mike. Go pee, Mike. No.
I didn't know
Start
we
from
were
this
doing
way.
another
Don't start
one.
from that way. Fuck Luke.
Yeah, no,
You
it's
get to go
cool.
first.
It's cool.
Decide.
Start. Fuck Luke, I'm Robin.
I'm Matty.
Fuck Luke, I'm Connor.
2 Alexes.
I feel like I should say, like, fuck me, because it's funny you said fuck Luke.
Yeah,
and it's like, fuck me.
You should have just said it then.
I'm Todd. I'm here for cool.
Todd Cool, 1998.
Okay, so what are we gonna say?
Well, we were just talking about Doritos, so it just reminded me of something that happened today, just a really short little thing. So at the pool, this woman always comes.
That's our pool stories, volume 4!
I guess it could be.
It
better be good. It's really short, and it's not really a pool story. I'll give you another pool story later. So this woman comes in, and we call her Batman, because she wore a swimsuit once that said Batman, but the actual swimsuit had nothing to do with Batman
It
at
just
all.
said the word Batman.
It just said the word Batman on the back of it, and then it was just basically just, you know, a swimsuit. So we're like, okay.
She hot?
No, she's
Batman.
It's irrelevant!
She looks horrible. But
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
She's
Yeah.
watching this right now.
And so then she came in, and we don't say hi to everybody who comes in because that'd be a pain in the ass. So we kind of just give her the little nod, and he gives the nod. And then she came in one day with her face painted, and we're like, that's weird. And it was painted like a mime. Turns out she is a mime, and she's also deaf and mute.
Oh!
So that's why whenever
Wow,
hey,
talk
she
about
would
taking advantage of your...
I know,
How
right?
does this relate to Doritos?
it'll get there.
Settle
I'm
down.
getting angry. I'm getting get to the Doritos. Fucking. Hey, stop fucking around.
Where's the bag? This is our
over
product
there?
placement moment.
Yeah.
New Doritos Roulette.
And so she came in today, and I knew she was deaf. Or sorry, I knew she was mute, but I wasn't sure if she was deaf or not. And she comes in with a bag of Doritos, and we don't.
Reenact it!
She comes in with a bag of delicious Doritos, and we don't let people eat on the pool deck because you're gonna get crumbs and shit in the pool, and it's gross.
Yeah.
And so we don't let anybody do it ever. And I see her walking with this bag. I'm like, uh-oh. And the other person I'm working with is like, what? And I'm like, she has Doritos. And they go, yeah. And they're like, how are we gonna tell her? And I'm just starting to think, yeah, how am I gonna tell her? I don't know sign language. She can't read lips as far as I know.
You just point to the Doritos and go, mm-mm.
That's what I thought. I was gonna be like, not happening. But it was gonna be so weird because like I would have to walk up to her in front of everybody else who's there and just be like, rather than saying like a normal person, hey, could you just eat them outside,
She reads
please?
lips.
I don't think she does because she has her husband who's always
Stop
with
playing
her.
with it. It'll ruin your sound.
Sorry.
Your future sound.
Yeah, she has her husband who's always with her, and like he never talks to her. I don't know.
Perfect marriage.
Yeah, I don't know. They're weird. But the whole idea was I had no idea how to tell her no Doritos, so I just let her eat Doritos.
That's a great
I was just like, you know what?
You know
I
what?
didn't see it.
I think she loves the sweet, tangy taste of Doritos so much. Pass it here.
We're gonna get fucking content strike.
Oh,
Doritos.
yeah.
She loves the tangy, sweet barbecue taste of Doritos so
You got the
much
roulette.
that she
Because,
pretended
like,
to be
half
deaf
of
and
it, like,
mute
nacho
just so
cheese
she
and
couldn't
half
get
of it was
reprimanded for
Oh,
eating
well, I like
Doritos in a
spicy,
fucking
but-
public pool.
It's roulette.
Well, like, I like shit that's spicy, but it's just like, there's a cat hair.
That's you lost roulette.
I got the cat hair chip.
You said you had another one?
Oh, I'll think
After
of
he
another one.
pees.
Um,
Go pee.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
pee.
you can go
in the
pee.
middle of
Urinate.
the P-cast.
Let's follow him.
Yeah, just all stare at me.
Bring the
Yeah,
camera.
bring the camera. get it from this angle.
Different from the poop gas.
The dangle
Can we do
angle.
that?
Hey.
Can we do like? Just wait until he gets in the bathroom and then take a camera and like a microphone, just like burst it.
I feel like if we had...
You can't unplug
we-
everything.
Kick in
Oh,
the
yeah.
door.
We got
Hold on, you can unplug them, can't you?
Fuck it.
They don't have batteries.
They're on battery.
Yeah,
They're on a
plug it
battery.
on. Plug it on.
I don't think it has batteries.
Anyways,
Kicking indoors.
okay.
Kicking while you're indoors.
Yeah.
Like I'm kicking indoors.
No, like
right now.
kicking in.
I feel so
kicking
alive.
in doors. We had to do that at work the other day because the bathroom door got jammed.
Uh-oh.
So basically, what happened was, you know, like the actual jam of the door, the screw came loose, so it got stuck
What's
in,
it?
like where the door goes, like the. You turn the knob, the thing goes in.
Where's
Oh,
goes
where's
back
the
right.
door peanut butter?
Okay.
Shut the fuck up. So the screw came out and got stuck, and our dishwasher was in the bathroom, and he couldn't get out. He's like, help! So our manager basically had to kick the door in to get him
I
out.
didn't break the door.
No, he didn't
Thing.
break it. He just like forced it open somehow. Destroyed the fucking screw, but that was about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny to walk in on this large black teenager cowering behind a toilet, and a giant white man coming in to get.
He was having fucking flashbacks.
It was
like,
funny.
like genetic flashbacks.
Like back to the
Just-
POW camp when
It
he
was
was getting
good.
on.
He's
He's like 16.
He's seen some shit. Oh.
Alright,
You'll never understand what it's like to be a black man in today's society.
In
I won't.
Nah.
I won't.
Have you guys ever like peed, gone to the toilet and then peed, but you forgot to take your pants off?
No.
Good, because that would be retarded. That would be retarded.
I think
because-
he's done that.
That would be just stupid.
Well, from a guy who pooped on his foot, I'm gonna assume forgot to take your pants off to pee at some point.
Speaking of getting stuck in places, my mom recently got stuck in her fucking workplace because she's just stupid. Like she works late and she works at like the CAA like AMA building. And so me and my sister are out at like 10:30 at night at Denny's waiting for my mom to arrive because she works super freaking late. So she's like, meet me at Denny's. So we're like, okay. She calls us and she goes, Matt, I'm going to be a little late. I'm like, why are you going to be late, Mom? Because I'm stuck in my like building. I'm like, what do you mean stuck in your building? She's like, I'm locked in. I'm like, get the security to let you out. The security's not here. I think they're sick or something. I'm like, okay. Can you come keep me company? I'm like, I'm pretty sure if you can't get out, I can't get in. So I'll just sit in the parking lot and like on the phone with you or whatever. Like I was like, that's really stupid though. And she's like, no, please come. So I made my way over there, and yeah, she's stuck in the freaking building. Like I don't know how.
The other side of the glass.
Like no, like because you know,
It's
like,
more fun. You could have tried like breaking in through like an air dive.
I don't know what she expected me to do.
Like a diamond cut.
Like the Denny's is about like 5 minutes away from like the AMA just because there's parking lots and shit.
Yeah.
It was like it's just so stupid. So I get there, I'm standing in front of the doors, and I call my mom. I'm like, and she didn't pick up. I was like, oh my god, my mom has been locked inside the AMA building, and there's a serial killer after her. Who could possibly want to kill my mom?
If only she had insurance for that kind of thing.
Right. So I'm calling and calling. She's not picking up. And then she comes down the stairs. I see her right there. She comes down the stairs to the front doors. I'm expecting she can't get out, like, because I couldn't move the doors or anything because it was automatic.
And she like walks up in the door. Spook.
Yeah. I was sitting there for like,
She didn't know that.
no, she walks up to the door and like there's apparently like this exit button, and it was just and she missed the exit button, and she just didn't pick up the phone because she's a stupid bitch, and it's just worrying me. And I was like, and then the thing is she couldn't see through the glass when she came out, so she came up and like I was standing in front of the glass. I was like, hi mom, hey, but it's not like that tinted. It's like a slight tint, so you can still see through it even though it was nighttime. And then she opens the doors and screams because she didn't know I was there.
Saw a black man outside.
Pretty much. She opens the door. She opens the door. She's like, ah!
Oh no, it's
And my
father.
sister's in the car and like gets out of the car. I was like, what's wrong? I was like, well, my mom's retarded. So.
Wow.
That's harsh.
He's,
My mom's
yeah,
a
you're using
stupid
like
bitch.
very upsetting language against your mom
I
today.
didn't say stupid. I didn't say stuck up. I said stupid. Yeah,
That's
but
okay.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
silly.
Yeah, he told us this story earlier.
I
That
told-
we- that
and I said
we left.
stuck-up
He
bitch.
called her a stuck-up bitch.
She's like, she wasn't answering the phone because she's a stuck-up
Yeah,
bitch.
so we laughed really hard there. We're like, okay, if you tell the story again, you have to use the term stuck-up bitch.
And I
then
said
he
stupid
didn't.
bitch instead because I'm dumb.
But we didn't rehearse it. It's
Stuck
okay.
We didn't
up
rehearse it. We should have
We
rehearsed
should have
it.
rehearsed it.
Yeah, let's make sure they never find out that all of our podcasts are 100% scripted.
Yeah.
Every time we get a bad take, we
The
cut.
scripts are like
We
down
pretend
here
that we
on the
said
floor.
somebody's name, so we get to
We go.
get a chance to
Okay,
cut.
restart.
There's 6 people. Your Patreon money is going to hire 6 people holding cue cards.
That's why
behind the
Nick's not
cameras.
here. He's right over there.
Yeah.
And Nick,
John Cena.
Hey, Nick.
Oh God, that's some old one.
Serbia, Croatia.
Montenegro.
I think that's almost a worthy story of telling.
We did tell it though.
Do we?
Not on a
never told it?
podcast.
Oh,
Pretty
maybe
sure
not.
we have probably.
Actually,
Nope.
well,
Probably
no,
not.
maybe
It
not.
could be like 19 weeks ago. When we
No, I don't think we would have. So
Holy
this kid
shit.
from our high school who was
Luke.
Not this Luke. Different
a
Luke.
different Luke. So I don't know how to describe him. Somebody told me he had Tourette's, but like very.
He was technically autistic.
He's odd.
like mildly
Autistic.
autistic.
We're
Like,
talking about Luke.
Stick.
No.
fuck off. It's not even a
It's
person.
not even about exactly.
It's not even a person.
He was an odd fellow,
He's
yeah.
making his job harder.
You can't. You don't have to censor that. It's not a real person.
Well,
No, but
Well, it probably is at some point.
yeah.
Wait, who?
Luke.
We can just say like John Smathers, and then it's like fucking Chim Richards, and somebody out there is
Chim
named Chim Richards.
Chim.
Like a guy playing TNT. It's like a mean guy named Jim Richards.
What was the guy that you
You
Jimothy?
barbarian.
Jimothy.
Jimothy. Jimothy Ann, the pig.
Jimothy and the pig.
You remember that? The fetal pig that we dissected? Is
Jimothy's
Oh,
like
I
a
named
stock
him
character
Jimothy.
name for which radio.
I mean, you named
skits.
everything Jimothy.
I used that fake name in a lot of improv scenes. Jimothy or names of characters from the film The Room.
Mary?
Mary's
Lisa?
in The Room.
No, but you used Mary a lot in improv.
No, I didn't.
I did.
I never used Mary.
How
women?
dare you?
I don't
More
think I
than
used Mary
Claudette,
once.
I'm sure.
I said fucking Susan because I love saying
Yeah,
the phrase,
Susan.
God damn it, Susan, because it always fit. If I was
Also
upset at my
Margaret, or is
spouse.
Nick's one Margaret?
Oh, that's
Nick
what
Margaret.
it was.
Margaret.
Margaret. There's Margaret.
He always calls guys, in scenes, he'd always call guys Leonard or Richard. Like, Richard!
Yeah.
I swear, you can probably very easily imagine Nick saying, Richard.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but back to this. So this guy Luke, who's a funky gentleman, he's a wild character.
He's a petard.
He's a petard
Wow.
with a P.
Wow.
We're hoisting.
He gets hoisted.
He gets hoisted all the time.
So we're doing this thing where there was a whole bunch of challenges throughout the night, and it was part of our high school thing as a fundraiser, and you wanted to see how well your team could do. So one of them was, they called like the Wheel of Death, I think it was called. So you spun it and you saw what you had to eat. So it'd be something just kind of gross, like a little smoothie of
Sardines, maybe?
turds and people's foreskin.
It was like drink Jello through a straw, or like
Yeah, no, there's
but
a
just
whole
weird,
a number
weird
of things that you wouldn't
yeah.
really want to do, and it's just whoever gets them down quicker from each team. And since I love hot sauce, and I've always eaten lots of hot sauce, and they had one called, it wasn't Ultra Death, which is pretty well known, but it was Mega Death, which is just about as hot. So it's pretty hot
Rust in
stuff.
peace.
Wait, what?
I won't get that. Never mind.
What did you say?
I said
Megadeth.
Rust in peace.
Yeah, that's a
Megadeth.
Megadeth album.
It's
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
Didn't
He
get it.
sells, but who's buying?
But yeah, so it was this hot sauce that I know how hot it is, and I know that it's going to be pretty hot, but I'll be able to take it, and I know that nobody who doesn't eat a lot of hot sauce will be able to take it.
Because it's very hot.
It's very hot. And this Luke guy, he comes up and he's like, "Oh, I can take the hot sauce. Don't worry." And we're just
Why does
like,
he
"That's."
have an accent?
He
He
has an
has an
accent.
accent.
You're
He
right.
speaks like that.
Yeah,
I haven't talked
It's
to him.
not an
actually.
accent, though. It's like
it's
an
not.
impediment.
It's an impediment. Yeah. But yeah, he wants to do it, so I'm like, "Are you sure, Luke?" And he goes, "Oh, I can handle it. I like hot sauce."
Okay, never mind. It
Yeah,
does
doesn't
sound like that.
that.
Never mind.
I
I'm
used to be
gonna
able to do an impression, but I'm just gonna keep doing it because fuck it.
As far as these
Sounds
people
like
know,
a
that's what he
native
sounds like.
impression.
It's not. Now you're just being racist.
No, because you did it for the pool story thing.
No, that's like this. And that's this one.
Wow.
Let me join.
This Luke is more of one of these. So Luke, he's like,
So Luke.
So they start giving us the hot sauce, and they realize they don't have cups anymore, or they don't have spoons, because normally you'd put it on a spoon, you'd lick it. So they just had cups and straws. So they wanted us to suck it through a straw. So it's really gross, and I know he's gonna hate it. He's gonna get one caught in his throat, and he's gonna freak
I
out.
was gonna puke.
So I'm just like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And that way I get into a conversation with him. I'm like, "Are you sure you want to do this, man? You're gonna get messed up by all this hot sauce." And he goes, "Yeah, I can handle it." And then he asked me a question. He's like, "So what's your favorite Slavic country?" I'm like, "My favorite Slavic country?" I'm like, "I don't know, Luke. Maybe a few countries, a few Slavic countries." Like, "Wow, there's Serbia, there's Montenegro, there's Croatia." And he's named me as many Slavic countries as he can think of. And I go, "I don't know. What's your favorite Slavic country?" He goes, "Oh, I can't decide. I'm a little biased. I'm part of it, so I can't tell you." It's just this whole strange autistic conversation.
How did he
we're
handle the
having.
hot sauce?
Not well.
We'll see. We haven't done
We'll
the hot
see.
sauce yet. What do you?
You've heard
what
the
do you
story,
say?
don't ask.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
And
He told it at Pizza Hut.
yeah, I did.
Yeah, you
Oh,
Pizza Hut. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
where we heard it.
We went to the Pizza Hut lunch buffet a few weeks ago.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, Pizza Hut.
That's kind of scary that they get kids to sing that. That's
That's capitalism.
like fast food
Pepsi, Cola,
indoctrination.
7-Up, and Sprite. Yeah.
I never heard that one.
But yeah. So Luke is. I'm finally just like, you know what? Serbia is my favorite. He's like, "Oh, that's a good choice." And he loves the fact that I chose Serbia. I don't know
Because
why.
he's Serbian.
I guess he must be. I thought he was Ukrainian though, but I'm not
No.
sure.
He
And
was Slavic.
so we finally go and take the hot sauce, and he starts sucking it up, and I start sucking it up, and I finish it off, and when I put it down, I'm like, "Okay, you guys better get milk ready for this kid because he's gonna get murdered by this." And he gets it down, and he goes, "Oh, that's hot," and he puts it down after he's finished, and he goes, the heat is in the seeds." Which I thought was a great quote. I'm like, "Well, the heat's kind of in like all the sauce." He goes, "No, but it's in the seeds, the pepper seeds. That's
That's
where
such a
the heat."
fucking funny quote.
It's in the
The heat is in the seeds.
Yeah. And suddenly he's like, and he turns bright red. And he always, the description of him is he always looked like he was in the shade.
He did.
Suddenly he didn't look like he was in the shade. I don't know what he looked like. He looked like a demon. And he's going like boom. And like they had a glass of milk ready for him. And he goes, give me the milk! And he pounds the whole milk back, and it sort of spills down a little bit, and then he looks around, and there's no glass of milk ready for him. So he sprints off down the hallway the way many of you have seen him run with his lunch kit, where he's running like as if he's doing the birdie. He runs all the way down the hallway, and most of the people are kind of laughing it off, and I'm laughing a little bit. And then I'm like, you know what? We better go check on this guy because he's getting really fucked up. So I run to the washroom, and he has the sink going, and his head is... it's like that. He has the water running onto his tongue. He's just going... and he's breathing like extremely hard. I come in there, I'm trying to console him, but like he's a weird guy. I don't want to be too close. I'm just, you'll get through it, buddy. You'll be okay. Just keep breathing. And yeah, he was there for about 20 minutes. It was just terrifying.
Well, he went home after that.
And then he went home after that.
He did throw up, I think, too.
Yeah, he might have. I don't know.
It wasn't a good time.
It was bad.
I never want peppers.
But there's another hot sauce school story I don't really know that well.
Yeah, there was. Where
Like
they sent a kid to the hospital.
Yeah, fucking idiot.
So we were gonna make hot wings one morning.
Somebody brought like a bottle of that hot
Ultra Death.
Ultra Death.
Yeah,
The hotter sauce.
Yeah. So it's really hot, and so I don't know. And then
That's an understatement for the standards of mere mortals. Like that's fucking kill
like it's
you
killer.
hot.
Yeah, like you put a toothpick and you lick it, and it'll make you go.
It makes your tongue go numb.
if you're not a beast. And
Like you, Robin.
like me, of
Like
course.
Robin.
But then, so this other guy who's going around the school, Jamie was his name. So Jamie has this hot sauce, and he's like encouraging everybody to just like take a fingerful and lick
Try
it.
it.
Which I had left, and I wasn't there at lunch when this was happening. Which I wouldn't have let him do that. You don't let fucking kids play with that and kill themselves. But this one kid sticks his finger in, and then I guess he licked part of it, or whatever he did. It ended up hot, and he goes, oh my god, and then he touches his eye with hot sauce still on his finger, not just like a little bit, like hot sauce was on his finger, and he touches his eye, starts burning, he had to go to the hospital. I'm like, you...
That would have been awful.
That's a reflex.
I would have been genuinely worried about like my actual eyeball like literally like burning away because like that's fucking sensitive.
I've had some things in my eye, like when I was in grade 7.
I've had some things in my eye.
In grade 7, like this, I was eating my kimchi noodle, and this guy thought it would be, smart to run in really close proximity, like jog past people. So he jogged past me and then kicked my like little Mr. Noodle kimchi thing into my fucking face.
Oh my god.
And it was like the spicy noodle, so I was like, ah, and then it hurt. Then the principal got mad at me and made me go home and change my clothes because apparently I was fooling around, and that's how I got kimchi noodle all over me.
Have we ever talked about this before, that if you have really hot sauce on your, really hot sauce on your fingers...
You'll make an offer you can't refuse.
Hey, if you have hot sauce... Wow, what happened to my voice there?
Hey, what? No,
Hey, if you have hot sauce on your fingers... If you have really hot sauce on your fingers, because like I did wing challenges a number of times, no matter how many times you wash your fingers after that, you can't get rid of all of it. It'll take just a while.
It's like
of
after
sweating
you
and
cut
everything.
onions. Like,
Yeah, it takes a while to get rid of it. If you touch your dick, even like 8 hours after it, you're gonna feel it.
This was like 2 podcasts.
Really?
ago.
Yeah, we came up.
Yeah,
we came
I mean,
up.
I asked if it did, but yeah, it's just like it's like putting icy hot, or the opposite of.
Well, just hot.
Just hot.
Hot.
Oh, because Alex was talking about how
Yeah, the
the
dad.
dad.
yeah.
Your dad did that to you?
Dead.
Your son did that.
Get some hot sauce.
You scored the touchdown. It's like Friday Night Lights. Rather than taping his hands, he's like rubbing hot sauce on his dick. That's to teach you to fumble the ball.
Oh, that'd be a terrible punishment.
Yeah,
Get a
don't
little bit
fumble
in
the
the
ball.
Idiot.
Oh,
Fumbling balls. Fuck you. Like,
wow.
You were never in any sports ever, were you?
Oh, wow.
No! Hey, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm saying that it's not necessarily a bad thing.
That's nerd circle.
I wasn't really in any sports. I wasn't really in any sports either. I was in 2 sports. but they
Curling
were
is not a sport.
2 of the lamest sports ever.
Curling and what?
When I was a kid, I was in baseball and then soccer.
Really?
Like till how?
Oh, I was in soccer
until, like,
too. For like 2
everyone
years.
was
We were all in
Everyone
soccer,
was in soccer.
Everyone was in
And
soccer.
I
It
hated
doesn't
it.
count if you
Dumb.
can't actually kick a ball properly.
It was-
so,
I was probably pretty bad.
Yeah, I was terrible at soccer.
I just remember blocking a ball with my face repeatedly.
Oh, I did that.
Oh no! Fucking! I remember like playing goalie and then like trying to suddenly like move the because they had the little yellow little
Yeah.
foam things for the nets, and I would like try and pull them closer together. When people weren't looking.
What?
It's not plugged in.
It's not. Why didn't you plug it in?
It
Wait,
was
no, it just did.
in your thing.
You
somehow you
It
unplugged
just
it.
went.
Yeah,
turned
we're
off.
not missing.
Okay, well we're not missing anything. I'm glad you noticed.
Thank.
Do something really
Let's
funny.
continue the podcast through this
So,
camera.
how do you feel about
How do I feel about?
how do you feel about dicks in your anus?
You know, it's like. But speaking about before, we have to change the subject. We were talking about. I was in the two lamest sports ever. Because like I was in curling in grade 11.
Most people won't even know what curling is because it's such a goofy.
So it's the rocks.
Dude,
on the
honestly,
ice lifting, right?
Honestly,
It's like
I
doing
like
curls.
curling. I think I could go back and like
kinda
have
fun.
Is
fun
curling
curling.
actually not a well-known sport?
It is in Canada,
it's a
and
fucking
Scotland,
Olympic
and
sport.
Norway.
Well, yeah,
That's it.
Okay,
the Olympics.
if
It's
you
like
don't know
it's
what
not
curling is,
Norway.
think
Yeah.
of a 30-pound rock getting slid down some ice.
Okay,
and
well,
rooms.
it's
shuffleboard on
Americans
ice.
make fun of us for it. They know what it is.
Yeah,
but no, I bring
shuffleboard.
this up like 5 years. I bowled 12-pin bowling in a
right.
league.
I forgot
I was
about
in bowling for 5 years, and it was a very
Did
dark
you
time
ever
in my
meet
life.
Seal?
So back to the last podcast.
Heidi Bloom.
But no, I mean, bowling and curling are like similar. You throw a thing down a thing, and then it hits stuff.
Yeah.
It's really like
But I like curling better because it was more dynamic. Because bowling was always like the pins were always set up the same.
Yeah, and there's more strategy. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're not
Bowling,
going
the entire
against
strategy
anyone.
is to do the exact same thing every time.
Yes,
Curling is
exactly.
a little bit of
So it's
strategy.
less exciting and
Yeah.
interesting.
Curling rocks are like really expensive, right? Because they're just
I
like
don't know.
solid granite.
So
Yeah.
are
well,
bowling
well,
fucking,
'cause they're
fucking
only
bowling balls
made-
are expensive too.
Curling stones, if they're real, are only made in like somewhere in Scotland
Yeah.
or something. Like
The real
Well, I'm sure.
Scotland
Yeah,
stones.
if
Yeah.
you like how Guinness is only
Something
made
like
in
that.
Ireland, it's the same stuff.
Did you know that the #1 female bowler in the world for a while, or well, she was the #1 female bowler in the world, but she still has the same ball. It has her father's skull in it.
Whoa, Jesus.
It's like this clear resin ball with her father's skull in the middle of it.
Fuck up.
Is that what he wanted, or did she like dig him back up?
It's
with,
borderline
No,
like
apparently
Keith
ball?
Richards.
Yeah, I was thinking
Well,
about
I think he like donated his body or something, so she was like, "Fuck that, right?"
He donated his
No,
body.
it's like
he
a
decided to be
bowling.
an organ donor.
Yeah.
Then she's like, "Tips the skull."
Yeah, I think it was
His
yeah.
femurs are like the pins and shit.
Yeah. No. I remember
Bowling
watching
kit.
this. I remember watching her play at one point because there was like bowling on in the bar.
She
and I was
like kissed the bowling ball.
Yeah.
No, but I was like,
she used his tongue into the holes.
oh, I was like, is there a skull in that? And someone was like, yeah, that's her father's skull. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Do you ever see Pete Weber?
Who do you think you are?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that's amazing. I was actually just thinking about
Oh, really?
that.
I was thinking about that on the way over.
Wait, he said, "Who do you think you are?"
Yeah, there-
I am.
there was
Yeah.
a- there's a
He's
guy-
like yelling, yeah!
There-
Yeah,
Wait,
who do you
crazy-
think you
is he, like,
are?
insane?
I
He's
am!
He's really
insane.
excited.
Because what happened was there was a guy in the crowd who was apparently like moving or doing something when he was going to
Weren't
throw.
those two separate ones?
No, same
okay.
event. It's because he keeps getting mad at him throughout the whole thing, and he ends up winning.
Yeah.
And then he like turns to the guy and screams right at him.
Who do you think you are? I am! And he has a lot of
That
other
makes no
moments of just
fucking
his
sense.
He doesn't.
Who do you think you are? I am.
I'm gonna start using that wrong.
I think it's because he meant to
That's
say,
actually
like,
awesome.
who do you think you are? I am the champion. I am the best. But it just came out.
I am. I love. There's this other bowling video I remember seeing. It's like there was some tournament. A guy wins the tournament,
Oh,
and
yeah,
they're bestowing upon
Oh,
like
yeah.
the trophy, and then the credits roll. But then as soon as the credits roll, he like fucking drops the trophy, and it's
Shatters.
literally just like shots of everybody just like standing around awkwardly, like, what do we do for the whole credits?
He doesn't even drop it though because he's holding the base.
Oh yeah, he's holding it like this, and then,
Shook it a little bit,
and then the
yeah.
whole thing like leans off of the base and falls
And
down
it's like
and breaks.
crystal, and it's just like.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and he's just standing there looking around like, and everybody else doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, I have a
It's
fancy
just
flag.
really awkward.
Yeah.
I think I actually spent like an hour and a half once just watching Pete Weber highlights. Just him getting pissed off during bowling. It's just hysterical.
5-pin or 10-pin?
10-pin.
5-pin isn't.
I don't
5-pin is not a thing.
I'm okay either way. Like
Five
last time
pin's
when
fun.
we all
It
went,
is
last
so
time we
fun.
played
5-pin's
5-pin.
more fun than 10-pin.
Yo, I'm
for
down to
sure.
go 5-pin
I remember
bowling,
seeing a
like,
guy
fucking
explode
tomorrow.
I like
those
10-pin
plexiglass
more.
barriers.
I don't
Because you
know
know how at Bonnie
Oh,
Doon
yeah,
or whatever,
yeah, yeah.
they have those plexiglass
Yeah.
barriers so you don't loft the ball. Well, we went there with the wrestling club for a while. Yeah, I don't know why, but the wrestling club was like, "Yeah, let's go bowling. The Calgary people are in town." So this big motherfucker.
You want to bowl?
Yeah. So this big motherfucker from Calgary was like, "I'm gonna whip the ball as fast as I can," because you know how it tells you your speed on
Yeah,
the thing.
he's good.
So he just threw it as hard as he fucking could. It hits the plexiglass thing and just explodes.
Oh my
It's
The
fucking
ball
crazy.
exploded.
No, the plexiglass. Just like boom. And then the guy comes over and is like, "You guys can't play here anymore."
He just
He just kicked us right out.
We
Yeah.
broke a pillar once. Like I probably wouldn't throw it hard enough, but like it went in and then it zooped into the gutter,
Yeah, it was
and
like
like it went from one side, it zoops right out and hits one of the big pillars that is like I think it was drywall, so it just destroys the fucking thing. It was
Nice.
It was nice.
So we should go 5-pin bowling and wreck the place.
I literally saw somebody like take out a ceiling tile with a bowling ball once.
Holy shit.
I was at the gateway where they do the 10-pin bowling. They just went
Like their finger
They-
got
up!
stuck in it.
They
Just,
hit the
like,
ball
went-
to the roof.
They threw it straight up into the ceiling and knocked out a ceiling tile.
I always did that in Wii bowling.
Yeah,
You
bowling,
throw
I was
it backwards
throwing
at
behind you.
people watching. They'd be like, ah!
And they spin around. Just, like jumping and spin. Yeah.
Speaking of bowling and all that stuff,
It's a
because
lot of bowling
I
stories.
explained about like curling and like how expensive the rocks were. Because when me and
Can you
Alex,
smell what the rocks?
when we were
Doesn't matter.
so when we were doing like me and Alec were in like gym 20 and like grade 10 and stuff. So there was a bunch of like grade 11 kids who really liked like just breaking rules. And for example, fucking Christ, for curling, one of the guys like literally before we got there on the bus was like, "I'm gonna break a curling rock." We're like,
What a
"You're-
dick!"
Why?
That's
Yeah.
horrible.
We're like, "You're not gonna break a curling
That's like
rock."
a criminal attitude to have.
No, like, because he was like, wouldn't it be funny if we broke a curling rock? Because they're like really,
No.
they're really heavy and invincible or
Destroying
whatever.
someone else's property.
Yeah, that's nice.
Woohoo.
And he wasn't trying, but he did it, and he didn't like break the rock, but
Sounds
he
like
like
he
ripped
was
the
trying.
handle off of it. Somehow he like ripped
He
the handle.
definitely tried that. They're screwed
You
on.
don't
I'm pretty
accidentally
sure.
pull a handle off of it. It's like real
Delicately
hard to do.
unscrew everything and pull it off.
It was really weird, and he also broke the bowling lane we were in. He got in our group, and instead
Wait,
of
was he bowling with a curling? That explains it.
Oh, holy crap!
rock.
Everyone use a curling rock. Holy shit.
but he was like
There's floor curling.
whenever
You
the
know, that
shield-
would work, because, like, the lanes are, thing is,
Yeah.
lanes are oiled, like, the first 80% of the lane,
Yeah,
and
so
there's
that
no
curves,
oil.
yeah.
whenever the
So
shield
it go the first 80%.
So the rock
and
just
stop.
kind of stops and goes.
Yeah.
whenever the shield would come down, instead of like being a normal person and waiting, he would just whip balls at it.
Oh, fucking
And eventually got to
asshole.
the point where the shield just kept going.
Did Michael Chiklis say that? I don't know, because you're talking about The Shield.
Did
The
you go
TV
dickless?
show with
God
Michael
damn it.
Chiklis.
Dickless for chickless. What's the game with the white ball that you throw in the
Bocce.
lawn? Bocce ball is fucking
Lawn
fun.
bowling.
dude.
Yeah, that was
Lawn
cool.
bowling is
Just
dope.
play bocce ball.
I like that. I like
Yo,
that
we
lawn
live
game.
stream bocce ball.
Yo, let's play. Let's make.
Oh!
Can we wear like
That's
sweater
fucking
vests and
sick.
polo shirts and like hats and
Should
shit?
we play
bocce?
And then we
I
just
got
like
fucking,
croquet.
fucking rent a couple
Did
horses
we?
just to put in
We
the
did
background.
it
And then
every
you
place.
bocce
Polo?
on grad.
Yeah, that was
drunk
fun
at
as hell.
bocce.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
I like that yard game where it's like
Lawn darts?
it's
you
the
croquet each
the
other.
three bars and you have like
Yeah, ladder golf.
the rope.
Ladder golf.
I love that one.
What is
There's
it?
another
Sorry,
name
ladder
for it.
It's
golf?
the two golf balls on the end of a rope and you throw
Yeah.
it at the thing. It's
Yeah, yeah.
ladder golf.
There's another
People
word
play
for
like
it.
going like this. I fucking throw it like a
like
baseball, like
pumelo.
pitching every
Wait,
time.
what?
And I
Yeah,
win
it's got a really
every
talking
time.
about?
Okay, so
I've
basically it's
never
like
heard of
the
this.
PVC pipe, and
Yeah.
then it's got like so it comes around.
And there's
it's
just like
that shape.
3 tiers, 3
yeah,
rungs.
Yeah, and there's just 3 rungs, so it looks like a little tiny ladder, and then it's golf balls
So you
on
get
the end
3
of a.
points for the top, 2 points for the middle, 1 point for the bottom.
And it's like golf balls on the end of a shoelace, basically, or just like a string, and then you throw it at the
And
thing.
just
You try to get it to
to-
wrap around
To hang
different
on.
rungs.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds cool.
And it's got to like
Fun.
wrap around and stay, and then you get points.
It sounds fucking.
Yo, we need to play
weird.
this like next time we hang out.
It's like
'cause
horseshoes.
otherwise it's gonna be winter and we
Yeah.
won't be able to.
So
go.
do
We
we
want
wanna
to play
go-
it at the graveyard.
Let's go to Walmart and buy it right now, and then we'll go play it in my backyard after this.
But-
Or the
but-
graveyard.
On fire.
It's like right
my
there.
parents might have a bocce ball set.
Fucking right.
I
My
think
grandparents
I have a
bocce ball
bocce
set.
set.
Go to your
Definitely
parents'
have a
house.
croquet set.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
okay,
I think
we
I might
play just
also-
like fucking stuck-up preppy games, like croquet,
Water
bocce,
polo.
water polo,
yeah.
backgammon, and
Fuck yeah, let's
regular
play water
polo.
polo.
Since when the fuck is backgammon like a thing that like
I'd say-
preppy people?
I don't know. It just seems like
Backgammon's fun as shit.
Backgammon's so fun.
Backgammon's amazing.
I don't know.
I went to your parents' house
Come on,
the
man.
other day because I left my extension cable there for my fucking paint sprayer, and I was like, okay, it's 8 in the morning. I don't want to wake anyone up. I'm just gonna go to the back and I'm gonna grab the extension cord and leave. And your mom, not your mom, your grandmother came out
Oh.
and was like scared out of her mind and thought I was like a burglar, and then came out and was
This
like, oh,
happens a lot to you.
it does. It's so sad. But then like came out and was like, oh, it's Maddie. She was like on the phone with your mom. She was like, yeah, Maddie's in the backyard. I was like,
It would have been way funnier if she had never met
That
you.
was I was worried something that was gonna happen. A couple of years ago, we were gonna go Boxing Day shopping, and then I came to your house at like 6 a.m.
Oh, I wasn't awake.
and you
yet.
were fucking asleep because you suck at waking up.
Okay,
But
no,
I was
it's
like-
'cause
I was
Luke
like-
wanted to leave and get there as soon as stores open, so I believe you came actually
Luke's
before
enthusiastic.
It
that.
might have been
Oh,
before
shit.
6. I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure it was like.
But the point is, I was trying to
mad
get your
early.
attention without bothering everybody else in your house because I wanted to wake you up. So I was like
Throwing
trying to.
rocks
I
at
was
the
like
window.
outside, like your bedroom is up on the top floor, and I was
It
like at
was,
your
yeah,
window,
at the
like,
time.
hey, Alex, and then I was like texting you and I was calling you, and
Did
you
you
weren't
have a
responding.
boombox on your shoulder? Throwing rocks at his window.
Yeah.
But like I went to the
I have a
backyard.
guitar.
But then coincidentally, like your mom came out.
Yeah,
And I
she
was
went
like-
to go let the dog.
And so I was like, yeah, she was letting the dogs out to go poo. And I stood there like in the darkness. I was like, I want to say hi. But I'm in the darkness and it's like 6 a.m. and it's dark out and like she's going to be freaked out of her mind. So I like acted on impulse. I was like, "Hi, excuse me," but she wasn't scared. She's like, "Oh, hi." She got you up.
Yep. She did go wake me up. No,
If I didn't talk to your mom, I would have been waiting out there for hours, or I guess I probably would have just gone on my own.
Yeah, probably.
So I think we should do like an outdoor camping podcast, especially before winter comes, because otherwise it would suck. But I was thinking like the best theme to do with that is like if we tell like camping
Ghost stories.
ghost stories. And should we each prepare a ghost story before?
We should rewrite. We should write our.
Like, write
it
our
should be a
own, like,
scripted
short-
podcast.
We don't have a clown statue.
Zoom.
Yeah. So we could do that. Everyone who's going to come can just like write one, or we can just make them up on the fly. But
That
Sounds cooler. But they're gonna suck.
Yeah,
we could do that like what we were doing the one time where you had to tell a joke and you get scored if you didn't tell a good joke. But, yeah.
I've got plenty of anthropomorphic carrot jokes. Like I got a fucking book on anthropomorphic carrot jokes.
They are my favorite genre.
I'll see if we can do that for the next podcast then.
I mean, it may make more sense to just do it at my house because like my backyard is nicer.
And my
I'm just saying.
There's
You
no
don't have
lawnmower
the
sitting
big
in the
ass
middle of a giant ass
road on the other
forest.
side, making all the noise.
Well, I
so-
mean, we have. Well, I guess it'd be. There's a big ass road, but it's further away. On my
Yeah, exactly.
backyard
So
anyway.
your sound's gonna be there too. Plus, this trampoline, we'll jump on it.
Yeah, my trampoline that's like been set up for 7 years straight through all the winters.
Oh, it's probably pretty soft by now.
But I mean, that's a positive.
Didn't somebody
thing.
bottom out on it? No? I
What?
just seem to remember
Might
that
have
happening
been
when
me.
we were drinking. Somebody bottomed out. No, that was
I remember
else.
someone going and sleeping on it when they were drinking.
No,
Tyler and Nick.
Luke's sister went out and slept
were
on
nice
it
parties.
because
Those were
her
fun.
friends were there. We were being loud. Because she had her own friend over. Like
Maybe.
your younger
That
sister.
could have happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question for Connor.
Oh.
Because me and you have been talking, and we were thinking about doing like the whole "who can name more porn stars" thing.
Yeah.
What sort of format will we do that in? I would
Back and forth.
back and forth, yeah. But we have to have people like first of all cross-referencing to make sure these are
okay.
real
That
things.
makes
We
sense.
have to make sure we're not repeating them.
Yeah.
But that would be hard to list out because you'd have to look through the list to make sure that no one said anything. Like
What you'd have to
That would
do
be
is
too
you would
hard.
have to write them down.
One person would
Just
write them
write
down.
them all
One person
down.
would just Google them.
And
You just
then,
have two
yeah.
people there, and
And
then
then-
you have a
Yeah,
list.
that's
If
not
you
that hard to
if
do.
you
But I
are
think
found
I was
out to
thinking we
make
could
one
do it in
up.
video form, where it was like we make like a video of it.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
like, just
We'll
make
just
it
do it-
make it
We
quite
have
fun.
two people there refing. Who one's
Oh.
on Google real quick, and then one's on writing. just
Can we
writing
get
down.
like a consultant that knows, like, is like the porn guru?
Well, we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out who's the porn guru.
Oh, by the way,
okay.
how
I
was
guess if we
Alex
have like
versus
3
Alex?
laptops.
We haven't done it yet.
Oh, I thought you guys were doing it
Oh
on
yeah,
Tuesday.
that's right.
We could do it soon.
Or I mean, some undecided day that we don't know.
Well, tomorrow I guess tomorrow we're probably gonna do something else. Maybe we can even do both. Who knows?
Yeah, we
actually.
might be able to do it tomorrow. Who all can come tomorrow?
I cannot.
Nick,
I cannot.
tomorrow afternoon.
I cannot. I'm
Oh,
working.
What time?
Afternoon,
is it?
yeah.
Like I think like 1.
I'm definitely working.
Shit, probably not.
Afternoon.
Evening, maybe.
I think.
Do you work in the evening?
I don't work in the evening.
It's Alex.
but
It
if
might
we
be
keep
better with
going-
more people because I mean,
Yeah,
we're
we're
boring
finishing
as
up that-
fuck.
Whoever
Yeah.
can come should.
I
Whoever
don't think
can
we
come
can carry
should
a
come.
video on our own.
But everybody else will carry it for us. So being our hype teams, they'll be our fucking.
Can I just show up like after the video's done in a fur coat and just like crash the place?
You can like award
With a
the
giant.
crowd.
You have to have. You have to have also a
I'm gonna
giant
go buy a
watch.
fur coat.
You can't make it.
Clock. Yeah, no, I can. I'm good.
You're gonna come?
I'm good tomorrow. Yeah.
For one?
Shit.
I'm
Why
not.
don't we do
Boom,
the
boom.
porn thing right after this then? If we have time.
That's
Oh.
good. That wouldn't be
Do
hard.
the
I'm not.
porn
I'm
thing.
not up for that right now. I was
No,
not.
you guys
prepared.
need to.
come
you
on.
guys-
You're working it
It's
in.
not
I know.
Studies.
porn pair for this. There's no porn preparation.
No, whatever. We'll give them like be like a set date, and be
You
like,
get 30 days.
You get to study.
Sunday,
it's gonna be like
Sunday,
be
Because studying is hard.
seat
It's like half an hour sections of studying with 10-minute breaks in between.
Yo,
Gravedigger's cool as shit.
Gravediggers.
I have never
I got my
seen
method.
a
Nobody
thing-
knows any other monster truck, but everybody knows
shit.
Gravedigger,
No.
and it's the green one.
The dinosaur one.
I don't know.
Monster foot.
Dinosaur
There's
digger.
Bigfoot.
Gravedigger.
Bigfoot. That
There's
monster
Bigfoot.
foot. Bigfoot.
Did
Yeah.
any of you notice?
Oh,
that
Monster Jam. Oh, wait, that's the
No.
Space Jam.
Big Jam.
fucking yeah.
No,
Modern
Space
Slam.
Jam. Space Jam is Space Jam. Sick. I'm doing it.
Yeah. No, oh yeah. Well, that'd be Spack Jam.
Spack Jam.
Spack Jam.
Fucking get your thumb knucks tattooed. Thumb knucks.
You're not just getting slammed.
Sex
Yeah.
characters.
I really like tattoos here because I think they just look neat, but I wouldn't get one because I'm afraid of like this is social
it's awful.
implications, so yeah.
Dick.
Don't actually do it.
Dick pussy.
P-U-S-Y.
Huh?
Dick
Dick-
Puss.
P-U-S-Y.
P.S.Y.
Like
pussy.
like cod.
Dick pussy.
Dick pussy.
No, you shoot ick pussy, and then I'll give you the D later.
Fuck.
Tired. Alex, what were you gonna say?
I have no fucking clue. No fucking clue.
Pussy.
Grave digger.
I was
Yeah,
gonna mention that in
digger.
the latest Pool Stories animation that guy made for us. He had like, and when the chief broom guy was at home making eggs, in the shot there's like he had a portrait on the wall and he put
Say Gravedigger!
Yeah, he put Gravedigger.
Oh,
There's
yes,
a monster
I saw
truck.
that. For the monster truck. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I don't know why, but
There's a good artistic choice, I think.
Yeah, it's just a little thing.
Of
course,
Also,
like small-
also
monster
at the
trucks.
very beginning, there's a shark swimming in the pool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't even notice it until like
That's
the
a good
fifth
artistic
time.
I
choice.
love the fact that
Watching
I
it.
was in the pool. Like, why?
Yes, he's like,
pool?
yeah, I'm a lifeguard. I just
so
walk
funny.
up to them and you just like
I'm
casually
just, like,
swap
walking up to
You're
the
just
pool.
in the pool
Like,
with
sup,
them.
dudes?
Fucking ripped, yeah.
And
Yeah,
you're
I was
like
huge.
insanely muscular.
Well, he doesn't know what
You
I
were
look
like,
like.
oh,
so-
get out of the pool.
Oh, he would have looked at the podcast just to
Oh,
reference.
good point. Didn't think
And then he was like, dude, this guy's jacked. Got him trim.
Ooh.
He loves you.
Yeah, maybe. Speaking of which, you want another pool story?
Hell yeah.
Always.
All right, so this one
Someone-
has
someone
no
loving you?
climax to it. So
There was no sex in the pool?
Cuddling
there was
with
no
sex.
sex. So the story will kind of go like this.
Doesn't sound great.
Yeah, it's okay.
Not like a wave pool.
I'm lukewarm on this pool
More
story.
like a...
Hey, because Luke's warm.
Well, that wasn't a joke. I was just stating a
Well,
fact.
you know. All right, so
Yeah, not everything's about me,
fine.
Robin.
So this family comes in.
You're so Luke-centric.
Yeah, you
shh,
fucking
shh,
asshole.
sorry.
Nobody interrupt.
I made up that story earlier about another kid named Luke just because I wanted to say Luke a bunch. So this kid comes in, this kid comes in the pool, and his parents are also coming in with him. And coincidentally, this parent looked kind of similar to Chief Broom did actually, but without the hair, and he had tattoos like all over the
So
place.
not like Chief Broom, like at all.
like
Just body type.
yeah, body type and
Big
face and all
And
whatnot.
he didn't speak. And probably
This guy
convict.
did, unfortunately.
Did he like slides as much?
Yeah, no. So, and then, like, his wife comes out, and he comes out, and then they meet up with each other. So his wife has scabs and scars all over her face.
Drug user.
Yeah, definitely meth, I would assume. Just definitely drugs. And it was
Weed.
just like, ugh. She was blazing. And then he comes out, and I hear him talk a little bit, and he doesn't speak well. Like, he was probably on drugs throughout most of his life, if not still. But it's very, you know, have you ever heard, like, former boxers talk? And it's all...
Like Mike Tyson on his new animated
That
TV
looks
show.
amazing.
Mike Tyson
That's
Mysteries.
awesome. Oh, God, that's
It's him, an Asian girl, a ghost, and a pigeon.
Alcoholic pigeon voiced by Norm Macdonald.
Holy shit, animate that. In the middle of this story. And so they see each other, and then I see this kid, and I just start laughing as soon as I see the kid, because he is maybe 3 feet tall, because he's probably 9 years old, so I'd say about 3 feet tall, really short kid. And he's definitely over 200 pounds.
Holy
Fucking
shit.
massive. He is a sphere. He is a blob. He was so gross. I'd never seen somebody so fat for their height. It
He's
was
like
just the
that-
most disgusting thing. And the other gardener that I'm working with, I kind of look over and I'm like, and I just point at the kid and we both just laugh. We're just like, this is so gross. And so they want to get in the pool now. And the way this kid has to get in the pool, because he's so fat and uncoordinated, is he flops down on his butt on the pool deck, then flips over onto his front. So now he's laying down on his front on the pool deck, and then just wriggles his way in. It's like one of
We just let it drop.
it was the least of it. Yeah, it was just standing, and then just... bloop, bloop. It was just horrifying.
Awesome.
'cause
For
of
some
how
reason, I just
fat he was.
imagined him being one of those tools that like landscapers were used to flatten like dirt, like he flops over them and they fucking pull a cord and he just goes into the pool.
Yeah, it was just gross, basically, and
He was just a repulsive human
he was
being.
repulsive, and just everything this kid did was just so funny to me. Just 'cause of how fat
Fat
he
people are
was.
funny.
Just everything was funny.
Not all fat people, just the insanely fat people.
Yeah, pretty much. And since he was 9, if
We
you're
just lost 2
seriously-
subscribers.
If you're under like 13 years old, we make you prove that you can swim before you go in the deep end. So his dad
Oh
is
yeah, you
swimming.
have to do like 2 laps. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
just one length, but yeah,
Or whatever.
25 meters. So his dad's swimming with him and has him in his arm, and they're just swimming along, and they get towards the deep end. So I was like, "Hey, you gotta stop this guy." So the other lifeguard's like, "Hey, before he comes in the deep end, he has to prove to us that he can swim." And so he stops him, and like the fat kid swims back to the shallow end. And then, because we have a radio, we're able to talk to each other at the same time. So I just say, "Hey, man, it wasn't fair of you to take away that guy's flotation assist." Oh, this kid was so fat.
Oh,
I thought that was clever.
That's clever.
And so the kid just continues being fat until they're gonna leave. And he yelled, I don't know how many times to his parents, "I'm hungry." And I was like, no shit. I know you are. And neither of his parents was fat. It was the funny thing. They were both thin because of all the drugs.
They're just drug users, very irresponsible parents who just feed them crap.
Just McDonald's,
yeah.
the KFC. It was just gross. And then they use the change room because they're about to leave. And he opens the door to the change room, and I see him. And you know those shitty hoodies that are like white, and it looks like there's graffiti all over them. Yeah. He has one of those and a gangster hat pointed sideways, and he's got jeans that are fucking Jalen sagging the whole time. And again, I just see him, and I just have to point at him. We both crack up just because he was so ridiculous looking. Yeah. So that was a good time.
I'm glad you prefaced that story with
no climax
with that. Yeah,
no climax.
Yeah. Did he do his lap?
No, he couldn't swim.
No, his dad immediately brought him to the shower when he was asked
because
to do
he was. I'm
He
sure
got halfway through the length and was like, "I'm hungry."
I bet you he probably would have floated without any treading, any effort. It would have just been float.
Yeah, he would have been like trying to kick his feet, but they wouldn't be in the water.
It's actually so funny. He just kind of hovers above the water. This kind of hydroplanes a little.
I feel like he would eventually just spin over and just keep
perpetual motion.
He can never be stopped.
He can't be touched.
Oh yeah, maybe not funny, but are any of you guys not able to float?
Oh, it's very hard for me to float. My legs float straight or sink straight to the bottom.
Yeah, I don't float.
I just tread.
Neither do I, and neither did my grandpa. So he got kicked out of the Navy. He was on a submarine, in the Navy, and they were like, "Hey, you can't float. You can't be on a submarine."
Yeah,
I don't know.
Ship was just
he got reassigned.
Can he
couldn't
tread?
Well, yeah, but
Can he swim?
you can't. Your body can't float, or it doesn't float. You
They
don't
should
float
kill him in
naturally.
test, because
if
you're dead, you'll
But
float.
if you're in a
goofy, 'cause
submarine,
you
what
can
does
just
that
go-
matter?
I don't know,
Because if the submarine's sunk, there's no way you're floating up fast enough. You're
But
fucked.
that's the rule. You can't be on a submarine.
Maybe that was an old.
Listen,
rule.
if the submarine
that was
broke,
something
then
he
fuck
just
it,
said.
yeah, exactly.
Years
So-
and years
Yeah,
ago,
before
but
they
still.
understood.
That was back when you
buoyancy.
couldn't be gay.
No, but it was the Navy.
Nobody's gay.
Yes, that's the thing. The only reason the Navy
Well, no, I
existed
meant gay
was
didn't
because-
exist back then. That was so far
Gay
back.
men over-
Gay hadn't been invented
I
yet.
forgot that. It was his invention.
They were all just
The
semen
liberals.
together.
Homosexuality
Nobody's
didn't
gay.
happen until the 80s.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, no, it was invented in 1986. That is a fact.
I
The
heard
Murphy
Government
Mill-
invented
Fact.
AIDS.
He was the first gay.
the first.
The first of the gays.
What about Oscar Wilde?
No.
Was he actually gay? Supposedly.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh wow.
Well, because he did the portrait of
Or Dorian Gray.
Dorian Gray, which was
A metaphor for homosexuality.
It was a lot of gay stuff in there. That sounds really, really uncredible
he
and
killed
stupid
himself,
coming
didn't
from me.
Oscar Wilde?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I thought
Oh yeah, I think so. I don't know. He's probably depressed.
So going back to homosexuality, so I don't know if this really, it doesn't really matter because it's personal, but my sister just recently came out
Yeah.
as a lesbian, which is great for her. Awesome move.
Cool. Wait.
Yeah.
Well, don't get ahead of yourselves here.
Yeah,
I think the first
if
thing you
it's
said
true-
was it's a phase, which is like.
I think I didn't
That's
think
true.
I think I might have said it was a phase. I might have said it, but I think
To be
It's
fair,
kinda insensitive.
it might just be a phase.
it might just be a phase. But so she came out and she was like, okay, well I have to break up with my boyfriend now because I'm not attracted to him, so because I'm gay. And she's like, okay, so I can't be with you because I'm gay, blah blah blah. And now she's like, all she talks about is like, oh man, I really hope I meet a cute lesbian at this concert I'm going to, or this and that. It's like you were never like this, like never saying you'd meet a cute boy or anything like that. So I think you're
Seeking attention.
You're seeking attention at this point. So whatever, that's fine. Be gay. I'm not mad at you because you're gay or anything. I'm mad at you because you're being a shithead.
Whatever.
So that's fine.
But she's young. It's like that's
Right.
It's
But she
whatever.
the problem with her is she thinks that she's like she can feel the struggle of being homosexual.
Oh,
So like
it's like you've only been gay for like a month now, and it's like you think you.
yeah, but one of the comments.
She's just converting from the joke.
one of the comments.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. It's like it doesn't offend me. It just.
What?
Sorry, it's a Seinfeld thing.
Yeah.
It's like where it's like Tim Watley, the dentist, becomes Jewish. He
Just to
converts
make Jew jokes,
Judaism, and then
yeah.
he always makes like Jew jokes, like while he's like being a dentist to people. And then Jerry Seinfeld's like really upset about it. And he's like, oh, fucking Tim Watley, he converted to a Jew just for the jokes. And so
And
like,
then
this
he
offends
goes-
you as a Jew. He's like, no, this offends me as a comedian. Anyway,
This is the same deal. It doesn't offend us as a gay people.
Gay.
Does the other thing.
And then so the thing I like to do is I like to fuck with her and like because I think I'm a little bit
Well,
more
you're straight then.
I'm a little bit more. I guess I'm a little
Sorry,
more
She
aware.
still makes out with her old boyfriend.
She still makes out with her old boyfriend, so that's
you
beside
just
the point.
got this whole
Like
can of worms.
so we don't open that can of worms anymore because like she's just gonna be like, but we can still be friends. Like you can't make out with him. Like if you're lesbian and you broke up with him because you're lesbian, that's out. But that's beside the point. I decided to bring up when we were at dinner the other day. I decided to bring up the topic of Nash Greer because my sister's big into Vine.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
I was like,
god.
So I was like, Antonia, what do you think of Nash Greer? Oh man, he's so funny. I think he's so great. Like I watch his vines and he's really humorous and he's cute too. I like him. Like,
Oh my
I was
God.
like,
You're straight.
I'm sitting here going like,
yeah.
so I was like, okay.
Okay,
I was
so-
like, you should look him up. You should just Google him right now because he's really, really important to the LGBT community.
Yep.
And she was like, okay, yeah, sure. So she Googles him at the table and she like, looks at it and let's scroll down a little. And she scrolls down to like a news story. It's like Nash Greer hates fags, and she was like, oh, like she totally schooled at the table, and my mom was just like laughing her ass off because.
I think I get like most upset when thinking about like that Viners are a thing, and it's literally just like
It's
douchey
going away.
guys
It's
being
going
like,
away.
oh, doing like 6-second dances, and it's like
going away.
it's pretty
Because
bad.
Vine's
There's-
shit.
though?
Techno waffle frisbee.
Oh, for sure.
A little bit. It was like woo, and now it's still high, but it's just plateauing.
It used to be that if you went on Facebook, it was Vine.
Yeah,
Vine.
that's
because it's
Shitty
like-
person you don't like this.
I knew it couldn't
like
have
this,
longevity
like
because there's no like actual real story to him or anything. Like
Or
it's just a
original
bunch of
concept.
punchlines, and yeah, there's only
It's
so many
certain
punchlines in
consciousness
the world.
bullshit. That's what it
And
is.
yeah,
white people be like.
I was thinking.
Oh yeah, did we
Yeah,
talk
we were
about
talking about
podcast how we're gonna
offensive
make just shitty, horrible, racist vines?
We talked about that.
White
on the
people
first
be
ever
like,
podcast.
get back to work.
In like the
Been thinking
first
about that
5
for a
minutes.
long
I think
Well,
we
the
should.
ones that
Yeah,
are horribly
we really
racially
should though.
inaccurate.
Yeah.
Black people be like,
We won't even post on Vine. What we do is we'll make a YouTube thing with booze. as
called the
thumbnail.
best vines,
The best vines
2014 or
of
something.
2015 or late 2014 or something.
Because
Because
all
like
popular Vine
2023.
videos are
we'll
like
get
that.
1 million hits simply because thumbnail and name, and then there'll just be a bunch of vines we make up, like 5 minutes of
They'll all
the
have like
stupidest fucking shit we
100%
come up with.
dislike, but yeah.
Yeah, but they won't know that because it doesn't display until they open the video.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Weren't we gonna do one where it's like it's just 3 minutes of like vines of us just telling you like, why are you fucking watching this? The fuck's wrong with
Yeah,
you?
like maybe 10 minutes into the Vine compilation, it'll be that.
Did you
Like,
seriously
you
click on
suck.
Vine
You're
compilation?
awful. Please grow up.
We really should. We got these ideas.
Do it for the
It's hard
Vine.
to do, but
It takes like a day to film the whole thing.
yeah. Okay, we need some shitty Vine ideas.
I remember just
We
run
should
it
take
down.
a vine of people pooping. That's a shitty vine.
I gotta take a shit.
This was like
It's funny
That's
because that's a
a
real.
real- that's a real
She's like the
Vine.
least funny woman in the
And
world.
she's probably
So,
got
why
like
I say
the most-
woman? She's the least funny person in the world.
the woman that's like, I gotta take a shit.
Yeah, Brittany Ferlin. And I've
Yeah.
seen people like post vines on Facebook who genuinely like her and think
Yeah.
she's funny.
The girl that you hate the most ever, she loves her.
Yeah, I don't doubt that in the
I
slightest.
forget which
from
girl
high
you hate the
school,
most.
The one who tried to
Baby.
talk to me in a bar and make a scene and then fake
Oh,
cry.
oh, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
The
one. Okay.
little tiny awful evil one.
The girl who admitted that I made her crazy.
Yeah, but she's always.
Victory.
Wait,
She's
she
always
won't accept
crazy.
responsibility?
No,
That's actually probably more.
She-
but
Yeah.
No, I think that was just some sort of attention grab from you.
she admitted
But-
victory. She admitted my victory though, so that was good.
The one that Alex swiped right on Tinder.
swiped right too,
I
but-
didn't get a match,
Really?
so I guess that's a win.
But I just wanted to see if she would swipe me right. She
Yeah,
did.
how's your Tinder game been
Oh,
since we last
so
hung out?
good, man.
Oh, I got some more matches.
So
Yeah.
good.
Why do we have to
Have
go
you
back
literally
to
got
Tinder
zero?
every time?
Literally zero.
It's
Oh,
zero.
Other than me?
Province's only Tinder match.
Have you at
Oh,
least
no.
swiped right on a few girls?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
weird.
What are you doing?
I swear it's
I'm
your
at
main
13
thing.
matches. now.
Aggravated with your constant Tindering.
Tinder's funny as
Don't
shit.
have
fun.
Tinder?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sick.
Well, because it's not to
fun.
actually meet people.
Yeah, fuck it.
I mean, you can
Okay.
use it for that if you're a douchebag. Or a.
Thanks.
It's never the type of
Okay,
people.
like Jordan's on it
I
right
would
now,
ever
and
wanna
she has
do
like
it.
70 matches now, and
She's
they're
a
all-
girl.
and
She's a woman.
And like,
Yeah.
every girl, like a tenth of them were like, "Hey, you want to fuck?"
Yeah.
You're thirsty.
One she got today was like, "Hey, wouldn't it be like just weird if we like had sex?" And she's like,
You know what?
would
That
be
guy
crazy.
probably sent the exact same
Yeah.
message to every single girl.
And I bet
on
you
hopes
worked.
that, like,
I was like, does it
5% of the girls are
It
going to
worked.
be like
Yeah.
intrigued by this. 99.5 are going to be like, nope.
I bet you
gonna
he
be
has like
0.5.
one match.
I don't
so
know.
seriously.
Yeah, that might have been. That's the kind of thing. Like, if I had a bunch of matches, I would just say something stupid like
Yeah,
that to all of
But
them. at
you're a
once.
guy, so
Like,
you get like 6.
Six.
I don't
Fucking
have any,
plebs.
man.
I got like 11.
Fucking
I'm
plebs.
at 13 now.
Robin, what are you at?
I don't know what I'm at. I haven't used it in a long. I don't know. I can check, but I haven't swiped.
Probably
anybody
like
right since last time,
80,000
yeah.
is like the number one Tinder guy.
The only thing I did on it was when I was drunk, somebody's like, message all your Tinder matches the worst things you can. So I was like, okay, so I just said Bush did 9/11 and stuff like that. So I sent a girl, Bush did 9/11. She replied back with, no, I did. And then we got this
That's
like,
awesome.
yeah,
Like,
she was
after
funny. We
midnight
got
right
this
now.
little terrorist
Shit,
conversation.
it's 1:30 in the morning.
And then I sent her fuck her right in the pussy in Arabic. So that was entertaining.
What do we have for time right now?
Hey, I'm paying attention to it. It's fine.
No, it's 1:30 right now.
It's
Well, if
fine.
you have to go, then you can go. But it's probably another like.
If you have to
30
go,
minutes.
then you
Fuck out.
I don't have to go, but
I'm sleeping. It's
Connor
too many
hates
people
this.
and not like.
I hate it.
Oh, horse! Game over, man.
Yeah, horses left.
Robin has
I
the
got a
most
cat.
ridiculous standards for Tinder.
Okay,
Horse
should
is
we,
100%
should we
legitimate.
set out the actual Tinder rules for if you want to use it properly?
Yes.
Okay, so rule
Wait,
number
define
one.
properly, because there's like
So
different.
like Robin in his weird
Efficient.
No, use it in a way that's funny and you only get attractive girls that match with you.
Sure.
that don't like horses.
Yeah.
Because some
There,
attractive
hey,
girls like
there's more.
horses.
Okay,
There's
so
just
the first
personality
one,
issues there that you're never going to get across.
The first obvious
Yes.
rule that I think everyone will agree with: if she only has one picture, you swipe left because it's a bot.
Yeah.
If it's one or two pictures, it's always no.
They are a robot.
They're a
That's the
robot.
End of discussion.
usually if the thing is like, I don't like the girls who take pictures with their friends. If that's their main picture, that's silly.
If it's their main
we
picture,
talked
that's
about this 2
You know what's
podcasts
ugly
ago.
as fuck?
oh shit. Yeah, so it's always
That's
it's
literally
always
how
left
we
if there's one
opened the
picture.
podcast.
It's always left if they have a horse in any picture, no
Yeah.
matter at what.
No
That
more.
applies to us more because we're in Alberta, so there's like
Yeah.
this.
There's
That's like the
crazy
Alberta
Irish
culture.
Girls,
If they have a dog or cat and they're kissing it, automatically left.
Yeah, it's not really a good sign.
Now,
You're
it's
so fucking superficial.
If they happen to have a cat or dog in their picture,
No,
but they're
but he's
not
judging
kissing
them based
it,
off personality
it's,
things.
it's up to
Whatever.
you. I still go left, but it's up to you.
because they're weird.
Robin's an
people.
asshole.
Yeah.
I'm with Robin on this. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
no!
they're all group pictures left, and that's basically it.
Hello. And we're back.
If you're
Great
just joining
movie.
us.
The movie, the dinosaurs in New York movie. We're
Oh,
back.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, I remember. The
Yeah,
guy-
I would think anybody you would know that movie.
The guy with the
Like-
screw for an eye.
I- okay.
Weird.
Okay,
I
I
was
stumbled
imagining
with my
that,
words.
thank
Plus,
God.
my nose got blocked, so I couldn't do certain syllables.
Yeah.
Out of anybody, I would think you would know. Weird. Fucking dinosaurs in New York.
And the guy with the screw for an eye.
Yes, he was scary, and they
Yeah.
made the kid sign a contract in his own blood.
Was the
It was a kid's movie.
is the
I
dinosaur
remember
movie
this.
called Baby? Or is that a
I-
show?
The one with the pig, yeah.
No, what
it's
movie's
called
that
Baby
again?
is the fucking green dinosaur from
Yeah, with the
from Barney, I think.
Yeah,
No.
Baby
It's
Bob.
like a spin-off.
no.
Baby
It's like
Bob.
yellow
Joey.
one, yellow
It's-
one.
no,
Yellow
no,
one was
no.
BJ.
Never mind.
No,
Yeah, Barney, BJ, and Baby Bob.
Baby
That
is
sounds like a
like
fucking
they
strip
find
club.
a dinosaur and it like talks or something. I don't know. And it fucking
Jordan
Yes.
was watching something like that, like with a weird dinosaur show.
we have to watch
Scales.
Theodore Rex. It's
yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg and a dinosaur, and it's a
T-Rex,
buddy
yeah.
cop movie.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yes.
It's cool as hell.
I still love your example for a joke from that, which isn't the white people walk like
Oh, yeah.
this, dinosaurs walk like this.
Is that actually a joke?
No, it's not, but it would
But
be
no,
really
no,
funny if it
the
was.
funniest thing
Yeah.
about that movie is that is when Whoopi Goldberg was actually relevant. I think she just won like an Oscar or some big award or something. So she cost I think $4 million, and the movie had a budget of like $6.
Big whoopee.
That joke was gold.
And it's funny,
Hey.
she's probably very Jewish too, Goldberg.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg is incredibly
She has
Jewish.
curls.
Just these girls.
Just those girls. Well, actually, she doesn't. She has that fucked up Terminator Richard Sherman
That's
hair.
racist.
Richard.
That's her natural hair.
That's not her natural
So
hair.
racist.
It's like
You know what? I just
she
love
does
the
her hair
view.
weird.
Speaking of Whoopi Goldberg, just love the view, and it's so great.
She's on the View.
Yeah, she's like the host.
Or one of the four.
I didn't
It's
know that. That's sad.
the hateful woman who is married to an NFL player.
Elizabeth
That's the
Hasselbeck,
one. Whoopi Goldberg, like why?
Barbara Walters.
Walters, and
Still? She's alive?
then usually Rosie O'Donnell's up in that shit.
Yeah, Rosie
Oh, but
O'Donnell.
is she actually
She's
on
not
it?
though.
Or that
anymore.
redheaded woman.
Yeah, I don't give a
Kim
shit. who
Cattrall.
she is.
No, not Kim Cattrall.
Katie
Kim
Couric.
Cattrall's pretty hot.
Who's Kim Cattrall?
Just an
She's on
actress.
Sex in the City.
Oh, okay, I know. what
Who's the
you're
woman who said she wouldn't let her kid hang out with someone who was named after a place, like Brooklyn or whatever, and then she has a kid called India, And she's like,
Oh,
it doesn't have anything to do with the country. And it's like, what the fuck do you think?
I think I
India
vaguely
is?
remember reading
It was
about
on
that.
like Good Morning America or something.
Yeah, it's like the worst woman alive. She's such a
Oh,
bad
yeah, no, I
person.
think I remember seeing the clip. It was a talk show thing.
Yeah.
That sounds like
They're, like,
Elizabeth
interviewing
Hasselbeck, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like one of the worst people.
Just like constantly like, gays are. Really
Anyone that
Yeah.
names their child Nevea is the worst person.
Like after the lotion.
No,
Like
like,
heaven
not
backwards.
Nevea, Nevea, heaven backwards, literally.
Oh,
Like it's heaven
wow.
spelled backwards.
I ran into a girl
My
like
cousin
Tinder
named his
named
daughter
Nevea.
Nevea, and I hate him.
Oh, really?
And by extension, Nevea.
Well, also because he's a bodybuilder and he's completely superficial. His wife's a trophy wife.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah. His wife's a
if you
hateful
could
bitch.
change your name to anything, what would you change it to?
Robin,
Jonathan.
You
We already
went
did
over
this.
this.
Yeah, you guys all
Then
said
we
Robin.
both said Robin at the exact same time. We were like, whoa.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, I would change it to, still probably Robin, actually.
my almost name.
My name's kind of like, nah. It's not interesting.
Did we do the almost name thing? Like what you guys were almost named? Like
Oh,
what your parents,
fuck, I have the worst one.
what your parents were deciding between?
If I was gonna be a girl, my mom wanted to name me Morag.
Oh my god!
What?
Morag. Apparently, I think
Backwards,
it's a Scottish
that's Garum.
name.
Like, I couldn't think of anything.
Like M-O-R-A.
Which sounds more like a name than more.
Yeah, Garum sounds like Garum Masala. Or
Morag.
like
Yeah,
Garrett.
exactly.
Yeah, but Morag.
Morag sounds like an alien from the new Star Wars movie.
Star Trek or something.
It
Yeah.
has to
Like,
be the
like
ugliest
you'll
woman
get
on the
sacrificed to the
planet.
Morag, like the Nidhogg.
Yeah.
I really hope there's not a Morag watching this. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Morag.
Dude,
Your
my
name
mom had
sucks.
some really, really awful name picked up for
Morag,
me.
like
Like she wanted to
Sarlacc,
name me
yeah.
like Gareth.
Gareth.
Wouldn't that be the worst
Yeah,
name?
Gareth is a
That'd be
great
My
fine.
mom was
It's
this
Better than Morag.
Yes,
Morag.
My mom was this
I will
close to naming me
concede, yes.
Peter. My mom was this close to naming me Peter.
Peter's fine.
That's
I-
the worst of all.
Yeah, honestly, I don't.
But then
I
she
kinda
didn't,
like
and
the name
I'm
Peter.
forever mad at her for that. Fucking Matthew? What kind of bullshit's that?
Yeah,
Matthew's
that's
good.
lame.
Matthew's
It'd
fine.
make everything easier.
Like the
And I
apostle.
wish one of you was named fucking other than Alex, because that would lead to a lot
Yeah, you
less
fucking
complication.
That'll be what we
Your name
fight
was your
for
first
in the Alex
fucking-
versus Alex thing.
Can we be him?
One
Alex,
gets to
you,
be-
They
Alexander?
legally change their name.
Oh god.
Can you just switch your name to like Logan Alexander?
No.
What about
Let's be
Lord
Logan.
Alexander?
Because then he's gonna have the same name as fucking Logan. We have like, there's
Yeah.
like 3
Oh, yeah.
Logans.
There are like 80,000 Logans.
Well, it's funny because my name's Alexander, like the full thing. My mom says that I'm named after her grandfather, and my dad's like, no.
Fuck,
you're
that's
named.
exactly what.
You're named after the last great Tsar of Russia. That's
That's
why
your
you're
dad.
That definitely sounds like
That's
your
your
dad.
dad.
That's better. Like, that's just
Yeah,
so
it's like
cool.
what the fuck? Why?
Would you want to just talk about his dad now for the last 15
Your
minutes?
dad is the most professorly person on the planet.
Yeah, he's the most
The
interesting
Professor
man in the world
Professorly.
that's like I've heard of, like in real life.
He has just a bookshelf of books he's written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
Well, this is a bit of an exaggeration,
So
but
many.
he has written like at
least,
more
like,
than
10 or
half
12.
a dozen, probably closer to a
10,
dozen
yeah.
books.
there's a lot.
And he writes what, like fantasy fiction?
No, it's
He
like-
writes scholarly books.
Yeah, it's
like-
scholarly
the-
stuff.
I wasn't
transcribing
sure.
ancient
He
Latin
writes
or whatever.
fan
He
fiction.
writes like
Because
bad
he
things.
like
He writes fan
Just, yeah, he writes
he's very like
A
translates
dozen
Latin,
fanfics.
right?
Yeah, he like translates old
It's fluff,
stuff. He's like, he translated a thing that literally no one else has ever translated
Finland
before,
too.
and it's like, he's smart as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Did you actually say he
What
writes
happened?
fantasy fiction?
Yeah,
fanfics.
You know what? You're right. That is literally
Yeah, it's
fanfic.
fanfic.
But I meant like the genre. Of
You meant
fantasy.
fanfic.
I meant Fanta.
You could have said fantasy novel.
like about the soda.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah,
soda.
like we need to
Which
fix
is-
the Fanta.
what does
By the
everybody else's
Nazis.
dad do?
My dad is a financial planner.
Oh yeah, financial planner, retired,
Yep.
non-existent.
Drug dealer, actually. Thank you.
Mine's
Is he a pharmacist?
right now
No,
he's
drug crack.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus, that-
assistant manager at some really fancy grocery store in St.
But his dad's had a cool like.
Yeah,
I
he's been
guess,
all over the place now. He used to fix video game consoles.
Yeah.
And then
He
was
modded my
like
Xbox, that
regional
was
manager
dope.
for Canada Bread. And then
Canada
now he's a,
Your dad was a
That's a thing.
bricklayer, right?
Yes.
That's a fucking cool job.
Is your dad like a? He was or he?
He
is?
was a bricklayer.
What is he now?
Can we not talk about my dad?
I'm sorry.
Let's focus back on Matt's dad here.
Yes.
Robin's dad used to be a teacher.
I thought stop.
Hey, who fucking cares? This is boring.
I made a joke about my dad today at dinner. My mom was like, yeah, so like when I go grocery shopping with your dad, because she goes down and she helps him with groceries and stuff because he's poor as shit. And like, doesn't he just get chicken and rice, like chicken, rice, sandwich bags, Arm
Serbia,
and Hammer?
Montenegro.
Montenegro,
Like,
chicken,
And I
rice.
said like sandwich bags, Arm and Hammer, and then my mom was the only one at the table who got the joke. And
Oh,
like, laughed
yeah, like
her
drugs.
fucking ass
Oh,
off.
okay.
And then my Jordan and like my sister were just like in the dark. They just didn't understand it, and then I had to explain it to the table because they didn't get it, and that made it less funny.
Well, Arm & Hammer's not like a super commonly associated. Like if you said Sudafed, then everybody's like, oh, drugs. But if you said Arm & Hammer, they're like,
You know what's hilarious? The
No,
guy,
it's cooking crack. It's a crack.
Yeah,
thing.
I know.
the actor who plays the twins in The Social Network, his name's Armie Hammer. I think that's fucking awesome
He was
name.
in The Lone Ranger.
And
He
The
was
Lone
the
Ranger,
star.
yeah. But I thought
Oh,
more people
yeah.
knew The Social Network than the fucking Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
Social Network. I just recently rewatched. It's better the second time. The first time
I
it was
think I agree
super
with that.
fucking
I think I
long.
agree with
I
that.
did watch it twice for no reason.
I had
but
no
it's
interest in
really,
watching it,
I don't
so
know
I
why it
haven't.
would be better the
Because
second time.
it was like an insanely well written and entertaining movie.
The book
Yeah, it
was
was really
apparently
well,
like,
I mean,
the shit.
really?
Yes,
But
it was
you
both
mean
of those
Facebook?
things.
Social
Does Mark
Network, what
Zuckerberg
about
agree
Facebook?
with the
Yeah.
portrayal of his character?
There was
though?
nothing that great about it, though. It was
Yes,
just
it
kind
was.
of like.
You don't know anything.
But I don't understand. I just don't understand. 'Cause I mean,
Well, it's just
there was no
insulting
like
intelligence.
great
You're a
intense
fucking idiot.
plot or anything. It was just like this.
Well,
dude
you can't
and
just
the thing.
measure a movie's quality on a great intense
Well,
plot.
you know, it's like
His-
make up
It's like
shit,
I don't know. There's not
so-
much reason
Yeah,
to care
sure.
for
Do
his
you
character
think that Mark
much,
Zuckerberg
or,
agrees with the
Well, I think
portrayal of
that's
his
the
character?
point. You're not
Probably
supposed
not.
to, really.
It's probably because he's
I
a
think-
dick, and it was probably pretty
Yeah,
accurate.
yeah, I'm sure there's a degree of like truth.
There's a guy, I hope I didn't already say this, a guy at the pool who walked in and sees me one day, and we're talking about who looks like other stuff, and he kind of looks at me and goes, you look like Mark Zuckerberg.
You don't.
Yeah, I know, that's what he said. He's like, you remind me of Mark Zuckerberg. And I kind of laugh.
more
I'm
than
like,
anyone else here.
I guess, but I don't
yeah,
really think
but
so. Yeah.
that's not saying much.
But I kind of laugh, and I go, I'll take that as a compliment, I guess. And then he goes, it's all right. I'm just like, thanks,
Another
dude.
video
Like, at least
cringed
pretend
that
it's a
because
compliment.
like Mark Zuckerberg, he's actually like pretty fucking awkward. Like if
Yeah.
you've seen him do his speeches, like you can tell it's very heavily rehearsed.
He's
and
no Michael Bay, but...
Oh my god!
Yeah,
What a
I just
painful
feel
video
bad
to
for
watch.
him. Like that just
Yeah,
sucks.
that
He
was
clearly didn't want to.
But you know, it's like you can't hold it against him because it's like it's a thing. Like he doesn't do like public speaking. I guess.
Guaranteed, any of us
Figured
will
out.
fuck it up.
Exactly,
No way, I
of
don't
course,
think so.
absolutely.
What did he fuck up?
He had
He did a
speech
speech for
and
like
then-
some fucking TV
but
convention.
The
thing, like-
teleprompter thing didn't work, or
So he
went
didn't know what
off
to do,
script
so
or
he
whatever.
literally just said, "Okay, I'm going to go now," and he walked off stage in the middle of the presentation because he didn't know
It
what
was
to do.
super awkward.
It
It
was.
was really because he didn't just leave right away. He like stood around and was like, and like was.
Well,
Yeah.
if he had just
headlines
gone,
or
hey
whatever.
guys, sorry, the teleprompter's not working. I'm gonna just try again in about 5 minutes and then walk off the stage. That'd be totally fine. I think it would be a little weird, but it would be fine if he kind of was.
I know it's like if you were
Michael
like
Bay.
more confident in that situation, you'd be able to actually think about it
Yeah.
and like make it as
Yeah.
less awkward as possible.
Yeah.
But he didn't have that.
You think Michael Bay? He could have just winged it. Like he could have been Michael Bay.
Wung it. He could have wung it.
He could
Wang
wang
it.
it.
Wang
He could
it.
wang
He could
Could have
wang
wong
it.
it.
Bop it.
Twist it.
I love Bop It.
I never
You actually
played
play
Bop
Bop
It.
It?
I have
Neither
a Bop
did
It.
I.
I
so
never
dope.
owned one, but I
Yeah,
always
Bop It's
played with
fun.
other people's just because they're fucking.
Doesn't Charlotte have one? Have you
Yeah,
played with it? That was
and
fun.
Aaron had one. That
Oh,
he's
yeah.
always play with.
Bop
But
is
Bop
cool
is the
as
shit just because something it tells you to do something. You're like, yeah, but it's just so funny because it's just like flick it, and you're like, yeah, fucking flick it, twist it, pull it, and you're like, you're so excited. You're like, I will do whatever you say. I love this, and then suddenly it gets to bop it, and the guy's like, yeah.
I thought Bop.
It's like touch yourself. Yeah, fucking do it. It's like show me.
Bop it. You're the best. Like fuck it.
We always used to make jokes like that, and I'd be like, suck it, fuck it. It's like immature shit.
Isn't
It's
the
like-
original Bop It like just a
Just a
tube?
stick.
And
Yeah,
then
that's
like
the one I
second
Yeah,
one
there
is
was
like,
then there was
it's
Bop
like a
Extreme.
wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob
Yeah,
Extreme
like
with
a
the
wheel.
flick it and the pull it.
Flick it.
fucking
And then there's
shit.
like the two-person bop it. Like that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Usually
Fucking
they're like
tandem
passive.
ass bop it. I didn't know about
Yeah,
that.
there's passive.
We'll make a
too,
video.
yeah.
We'll call it A Bop It.
Oh.
Actually, we'll make a product and sell it.
That's
called
actually
A Bop It. And be like,
a good
So just
idea
we
for
bop
a
it
video.
with an A.
Not a bad
It's like
idea.
tape
it's like,
onto
well,
it.
we're gonna just do like a bunch of.
I'm so
story.
disappointed. I'm still. I
Yeah.
wanted to do the fucking
Say
11
the
drug
N-word.
guys.
I still want 11 DGPS.
GPS. Like I wanted to do that 2 years ago.
11 drug guys.
I'm literally like a 10-second
I
video.
keep
Somebody in
talking
a
about
car,
it, like, it's
and
so
then it's
great.
like
Oh.
turn left, and then he turns left, and it's like fucking turn right, whatever.
Or like you'll say turn left and you turn right. It'll be like don't go right. You
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
faggot,
Yeah, that's all it is. It's
It's
like
so
the
great.
car.
Or, yeah, you start turning around. Not that sharp. Yeah.
Did anybody ever watch Uh-Oh?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
so
what I
good.
watched all the time.
All the time.
And you know, I watched mostly because I remember there was this show I watched before school every day for like years called Jungle Run, and it was
Yes,
on like,
Jungle Run!
Was it on
That was
like
the best!
immediately after all or
Yeah.
before? I can't
I
remember.
think it was right after because we'd only catch
I
the end.
recommend.
Oh, it was like a game show for kids with the like,
Jungle
the
Run,
wacky
I-
host.
No,
Oh,
fuck you.
yeah,
Let's talk
I
about
didn't
Jungle
like that.
Run.
Jungle Run's pretty
Nah.
dope.
It was
That's
fucking
what
dope.
Uh-Oh was.
He's talking about Uh-Oh.
I didn't care for it.
Oh, there was the Undertaker who like poured the slime on
Oh,
you.
Yeah, they
The
still
only
have
thing
shit
about
like that.
I think Uh-Oh was
that I remember.
way less entertaining. It had Stu studio audience.
Well, it had a
I
studio
figured was,
audience,
like,
but
way
then
less
also it
over
had a thing
budget.
where you had to like bet on other kids running an obstacle course or whatever.
Something-
And sometimes
yeah.
it was just all across Canada. So sometimes it's like, hey, they're in Edmonton. They're doing it at
Thing.
pyramids.
Yeah,
Mutart. Yeah.
Mutart?
Mutart is how
I swear to fucking God, I've always
Hoisted
heard
by
it
your
as
own
Mutart.
It's mute. I always
It's
say
Mutart.
mutart.
I think it's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
supposed to be Mutart, but Mutart
Well,
sounds
wait,
really
but
good.
they don't put the umlaut. Don't you need the umlaut?
Petard?
Would the
Mutart.
umlaut make it Mew? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I think it would need the...
It didn't from Motley Crue.
It's a Motley Crew.
You.
Oh wait, is the umlaut over the U?
and over the O.
It wouldn't be an umlaut.
Motley Crew U.
I think you need the the little wavy one that's over the
The
tilt,
tilt?
like jalapeno. Yeah, the tilt.
Jalapeno.
That's a different
Pinata.
language.
Think
That's
of
a
their
different language.
first
I know,
they
but if you
only
wanted
had
a
it over
view-
the O,
Listen,
and then
okay,
like, this
if
is
the
not
umlaut
cool
is over
enough.
Fume
That's
K
ridiculous.
in Arrested Development.
That's true, but that's a
Fume.
made-up name. That's not like how it normally works.
Maybe people will have that name.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, Temple Run is cool.
I'm
as
sorry,
hell.
Yeah, Temple Run.
Jungle
okay.
Run.
Let's
Just
Jungle
Temple
Run. Yeah, of course.
sorry.
It was
I think
Jungle
we need to
Run.
apologize to Morag Fume-K.
Erasing
We know
their
you're a real
identity.
person.
Literally erasing their identity every day. I think Jungle Run eventually got old because like they
Temple
only
Run.
had it. Fucking no Jungle Run. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's Jungle Run. Because they had a finite number of challenges they
Oh, yeah,
cycled
for sure.
through. But it was like a bunch, like 5 or 6 kids would go through like
I think it was
like
like
a series.
3 actually.
Maybe it's 3 or 4. I don't
Pretty
know.
sure it gushers
But they
free.
go through these like series of like jungle themed challenges. Like they have to like pop balloons with arrows and stuff. But then it was cool because at the end you'd take all your jewels you earned from your challenges, and then you'd go into this like this maze that was
So it's guts.
the camera would show like all of the levels like this.
Yeah,
and
so
you
the
could see
camera's like
everything.
looking at it.
And they could go like up and down and
Yeah.
shit, and then the amount of time they had in it was dependent on how their
How
score
well
the
they'd
previous
done
challenges. So
before.
they had a certain time limit they had to like go in and then make it back out, like through this like cool maze. And they're like little challenges in the maze, and it was like obviously the fact that it was a maze was the main challenge because they had to be able to find their way
To
out.
have a luck out
And it was
and
fucking
fight,
intense. Like I got into that shit. Like I get fucking hyped up
Well,
every
it's
day
cool,
before
too, because
school.
after you go through, you get all your prizes or whatever, and as you're coming back out, as the time's going
Like, the
on,
door's closing,
the door's
yeah.
closing, and you have to like get under it, like Indiana Jones style, and it's like, dang.
So
I
it's
remember like awkwardly, like some kid like made it halfway through as it was closing, and then they were like, and it like stopped and then like totally
like, crush
created
it,
the
yeah.
like fucked up the illusion that it was like dangerous because it's like
Yeah,
a
it's
pound
totally
of
like
resistance, and it's, like,
styrofoam or
it's
whatever,
not going
yeah.
down. Then he's like, and they like kind of like went back in. And so I think honestly, like he was like people behind the camera were like, go the fuck back in. They didn't have they
don't win.
Except the prizes they won were like the shittiest things
I don't
ever.
even
It's like,
remember what the
"Here
prizes
you get
were."
like a pound of candy.
Was
Yay,
it
or,
that?
like,
I honestly do
Walkman.
not
Well, 'cause
remember.
it was old enough that it was
It could've
like,
been
you know,
Walk- yeah, I
you know,
believe
Walkman.
that.
What was
Or,
what,
like,
those clip tunes or whatever they were?
Oh, God.
Oh my god, hit clips!
Hit clips.
My sister had it. Those were the fucking shittiest thing
Those
ever.
are the earliest
Okay.
MP3 player
Yeah,
ever.
because
created.
okay, you'd buy a little thing that looked like a stereo, right?
Right, it's
and
tiny.
that thing was like $10-15 maybe, and then you'd have to buy individual.
Which were
hit
only
clip
like 30
cartridges.
seconds.
They played a 30-second clip of the song, and each of them was like $5.
Jesus.
And you collect like NSYNC clips and Backstreet Boys and shit
Yeah.
like that, like S Club 7.
Yeah. S Club was a shit though.
It was so stupid,
Ain't no
but we
party
didn't have
like
an
that.
alternative,
Over here.
so that was cool. It was cool back then, I guess.
Yeah, ain't no party.
Did you ever have the
Like, that's
toothbrush
so
that played
No.
music as you brushed?
Oh,
You
those
know,
were
and it's
those
like-
commercials were too creepy for me.
I know, they're
Commercials?
so
They were
weird.
terrifying.
I think we
You,
may have
you
had
brush
that.
your teeth and then it would like X-ray their face so you could see their teeth, and the
Yeah.
toothbrush was brushing it.
That's
And
why
then
it's
like, the
vibrations
music
at your
would come
ear,
and
yeah.
pulse or whatever, and it was like.
You know what's fucking awesome? Vanilla flavored toothpaste. Do you ever have that?
I've had that.
Because they like the Crest Sensations or whatever the fuck
Yeah, I
it's
remember
called.
that. It was dope as shit. It was
They
good.
had the vanilla and they had like the cinnamon,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
red
I
cinnamon.
always
one.
had
Oh
the
god.
Fucking vanilla was so good. I was like, I
My
looked
family
forward
always
to...
bought red cinnamon. I hate red
Oh,
cinnamon.
yeah.
I know, I don't
It's
like
the worst.
anything cinnamon. Like hot
they
tamales,
still
I don't
make
like
that?
cinnamon
Yeah.
hearts. I don't like... I don't
still
know.
make
I haven't seen it, but I haven't really
Hot
looked.
tamale.
We're gonna have to
either.
look for it.
Hot
Maybe you
tamale.
can probably get it up for eBay.
Hot tamale now.
Hot tamale, I swear.
Hot tamale.
Actually makes sense.
But yeah, the vanilla shit was
It was good.
awesome.
Do they still make that?
I don't know.
We just asked that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like we don't know.
Get with the times. You fuck.
It's probably Chinese.
You don't know anything.
I'm sorry.
We can probably get it off eBay. Like Crystal
Maybe.
Pepsi.
I would not trust
Like
toothpaste
Crystal
today.
LA Beast.
Honestly,
LA
I would
Beast.
love to try Crystal Pepsi.
I just
Yeah,
watched,
I do too.
I
Just to
watched
see
some
if
more
they
LA
always
Beast
make you
recently.
puke. Yeah,
What was one that the one where he smashed through the door?
that was. Wait, like the old? Oh no, the Randy Savage. No.
No, LA Beast.
Yeah, I know. But
He was doing fucking the burger in a can. I think that was.
Oh god, that's so gross.
And he smashed through the door and like really hurt himself, but then powered through the video. And then afterwards, he had a double angle of like him going through the door. Yeah. He didn't mean to like smash it. He meant to like go through it. Didn't.
Because like the other video, he slips on the floor and fucking rips his toe off.
That's like the oldest one. That was before he was popular.
And then the other one, he gets upset at his dad, so he pukes on the inside of his dad's car. Like,
what
an asshole!
What an asshole! The guy's like, yeah, he says if I keep making videos, he's gonna kick me out of the house. So I'm just gonna make a video in his car with his bottle of expired Epicac. This is fucking smart.
Because he is like a douchebag, but he's not. I mean,
but he's
like
extreme.
Nobody's like a full stereotype. Like you very rarely see full stereotypes. So obviously, he's still like likable in some ways.
He
nice day.
with the hamburger, with the
he's funny.
cheeseburger in a can one. Oh my god, he tried to do 4 in like 3 minutes or something, and like he didn't. He got through the first one in a minute and a half, and then the second one he was like got a fucking
huge.
vomit.
They're gross.
They're big and they're disgusting, and you can only get them in
Germany.
Germany.
Cans are bad.
Wait, isn't it really gross because he like pours it out and there's like liquid and shit? Oh man, I know
it's like
exactly
chicken
what
in
you're
a
talking
can.
about.
Oh, but that guy who like actually is like a freak the way he does it. What's that guy who like drank a full bottle of Everclear?
Chris Angel.
Oh
My
friend!
Somebody's gonna go and like eat the camera.
What a douchebag!
You're a freak. Are you ready?
I'm gonna say no one in the magic community actually views Chris Angel as a legitimate magician.
No, he's a douchey illusionist.
Were you thinking of Matt Stoney?
No, who's the guy who's like
illusionist?
Hi, so basically, I'm here and I'm gonna eat this fucking glue.
Oh, basically.
Yeah, he always has videos saying shoot nice. Yeah.
Hey everybody.
He's like every time he does a video, it's like you should be dead, but you're not.
Yeah, he's
drank a full bottle of Everclear.
He's a pedophile.
Oh my god.
He's a pedophile?
He's got some fucked up shit. He's not a good guy.
How do you know he's a pedophile?
That's what the rumor is around here. I get touched by shooters.
Ooh, that was another one for the fetish thing. If we're gonna go back to episode 19.
No.
She wants you to treat her like she's a 12-year-old girl.
No! Oh, no!
Role play.
I said no too. Yeah. But
because you're. Everyone should say no to that.
Yeah, because then you're like you have to pretend.
No, but then we change it to like daddy. Like, would you ever do daddy role play? Like,
no, I don't think so. No.
Okay. Neither would I.
Daddy. Man, did you ever see the one where Shoelace ate, or he had a roll of toilet paper, and he made an entire block of people gather and hold his toilet paper, and then he went along and ate the whole thing? It was so funny. Like, I don't watch most of his videos because they're disgusting and they're all the same. But yeah, he just ate toilet paper just like along the block, just keep going, just yeah. It was so funny.
Why?
That was on My Strange Addiction. That someone was addicted to eating toilet paper, weren't they?
Really? It was tape.
Oh, the worst My Strange Addiction I ever saw was this lady who was addicted to ripping out her hair and eating the follicles.
Wait, is that like just the base? Or
just like, no, she'd like rip her hair out as much as she could and then just like nibble on the ends.
Fuck that.
Yeah, it was like, that's...
Honestly, most of them, I don't even think they're real. They just fucking like, just said like, what can I do that's like kind of weird that won't really harm me? Just so I can be on TV.
But like, how do people find out about these? Like, if I'm the dude who's fucking
they have to
car,
like submit. They have to like call in. They have to email and be like, I fucking eat my own hair and
I think,
shit.
yeah, you must be making it up because there's nobody who like. If I fuck my own car, I'm not gonna advertise myself as the car fucker.
So you get famous for 15 minutes.
Well, like some of them,
now I would
clearly
because
fake where it's like the couple that met up, except the girl was actually like a transsexual or whatever, and they met up on Jerry Springer. That was the first time they ever met. It's like, why would you ever agree to meet someone on Jerry Springer for the very first time?
That makes no sense.
Oh, one of my mom's
but maybe they're so dumb though, because the guests are dumb.
I think it's
no
probably
way.
on Jerry Springer.
No, like one of my mom's coworkers was like on Jerry Springer, and she said it was a really cool experience because they like dressed
in the audience.
No, like as she like participated.
What?
Yeah,
and
she said like it was
it her baby daddy?
She said first of all, she says first of all it's very staged.
Yeah.
She says first of all it's very staged. It's like it's 100% staged, and they like them like dressed up to look stupider than they actually are.
Really?
Yeah, she's just like it's really fun.
That makes sense.
If I was on, I'm sure I would just have a blast.
Yeah. Oh no, you wouldn't have no fucking blast. You don't know what the fuck
I've been through. You don't know me.
You don't fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you. You don't know me.
Man.
Fuck you. Do you know? You, what was the fucking guy?
You don't know me.
Who do you think you are? I am. Fuck you.
Okay.
We've come full circle.
You should really link to some of these videos, just like annotate them, because otherwise
everybody
people are like,
look
what
up
the fuck
Pete
is
Weber. I
happening?
love this guy. He's my hero.
Especially because we make since we do these 2 podcasts in a night, we like reference things from
the
previous
last
podcast.
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
time, and, like,
So
people
rewatch
get-
all of our videos.
It's better to just watch the podcast pairs. Just wait an extra week.
Just quit your job, forsake your relationships, and just
Wait
sit and
for
watch
us.
us. Yeah.
We
Well,
will
that's-
disappoint you.
That's 19 hours of podcasts they have to watch.
Jesus.
20 now, at least. Because some of them are like an
What
hour
are
and
you
a half.
doing
Some
with
are
your
an hour and a half.
life?
Oh, yeah,
Some
this
of them are
episode's
less.
20,
A couple of
yeah.
them are less.
Can you imagine
Most
that
of
some of
them
you
are
have wasted an entire day watching us?
Wow, what a loser! What a
What the
loser!
fuck is wrong with you?
Can we cut
How
all
could
this?
you?
I feel bad.
I don't feel bad.
Sorry.
Oh my
No,
god.
You're
they're
getting
fine.
hoisted by your own
Just put them on a podcast blast.
Put it on blast.
How could you
The
like
pod
do
blast.
that?
The Abop blast.
You should unsubscribe from the line.
Unlike, uncomment.
Subscribe it.
One of the
You
jokes,
like it? Where?
one of the jokes I make when I play like games with like some subscribers and stuff, is that like if they do something stupid in the game, I'll just be like, "Okay, I'm unsubscribing you from the channel." I'm going into admin
do that,
privileges and I'm
actually.
making
Yeah,
You
sure.
can look at the subscribers. You can just block
Oh,
people
cool.
who are
Can you?
subscribed to you.
Should we just block all of them as a lark one day?
Watch out.
Hey,
it's a
whoever
real
comments
fucking thing.
first.
Whoever comments first, you're
in
fucking
trouble.
done.
April Fools, let's just block all the subscribers.
April
And then
Fools,
release
let's
an
delete all our
ass
videos.
load of videos on that day
Yeah.
and then take them all down the next day. So they can't
You know,
watch
when
them.
you posted on the Facebook page, you said, "Yeah, we're just gonna take it on all the 11 Drunk Guys videos." On April, I was obviously an April Fool's
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what we
Some
could
people
have done
flip
is
shit,
made
though.
them private for like a day.
Yeah, just a second.
That would have been great.
And then people would have been
actually.
like, "Oh my god," because I think most people wouldn't have gone to like, "Oh, they just made it private." Like they probably would have just been like, "They're gone."
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Why didn't we think of that?
Because I
Next
thought
year.
it
Look,
wouldn't
why
have
didn't you give me
act-
that
I thought
idea?
it wouldn't have been a good idea, really. Well, I mean, it's a good idea, but we're not actually gonna do that.
There's
Stay
no
tuned
game,
for
it's
April
just
Fool's
like-
hijinks.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
And our
If you're
the
just
original,
joining
original
us.
video just like this morning, I think, hit 4 million views. Or yesterday.
Also, I'm pretty sure today is the 2-year anniversary of it.
Today.
What?
Speaking of which, do you have that video?
No, not done.
Okay, well this weekend. Oh, you guys should see the video.
Is it actually good? I
Some
seem to
parts.
remember it.
Oh,
Well, I guess
there's
the
one
original
line that
video,
I
if
really
we-
love, but I don't remember what it is.
If we watch the original video now, we'd probably think it's terrible.
No, I've
So-
watched it since. It's good. It's classic.
Well,
it's comedy.
No,
gold.
you know what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's unique.
it was like a perfect thing. It was like a product
Yeah,
of
it
like
just-
perfect circumstances.
Yeah,
It,
it
starts
really was.
off
Because you know
catchy,
what?
Like, it starts
Because
off
like most
high.
of you guys like didn't even know we were recording. Like they were, or we
Are we
they weren't
recording
conscious of
ourselves
it.
right now?
yeah.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like-
I guess somebody
I
did.
can't
That's
see
how
it.
it opens, isn't
Yeah.
it?
If someone else had done it and we saw it, I don't know what we would think of it. Though.
It opens
it's hard.
up really
We
well.
just- yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like it starts
No, I
off and
think-
we're all
I
just
think
like,
it could've-
fuck.
It opens up with like 2 blatant spelling errors.
Alcho Hall.
A lot is not
A lot. And Alcho
alcohol.
Hall. Yeah. You spell Alcho Hall. You spell alcohol wrong every time.
You keep
time.
yeah. you keep
I've
spelling
never
it
seen
wrong.
you spell it right.
Fuck it, man. Fuck this
I think it
stuff.
would have been funny just because it came out right at the time when everyone was talking about Slender.
Yeah,
and it was
I
like
mean,
such
at the
a
time,
big
we were
thing.
watching
It was-
videos
it was
of it
time-
and
it was very
laughing at them,
timely.
right? Like, we
They're
watched
still-
We watched them
and
right
stuff
before
like
we
that.
are
filmed
a
that.
cyborg thing.
What
That
even
one-
happened? Like,
yeah, how to
cause,
make Slender less
'cause
scary.
I think what happened was you just
Open
came
it,
to school
Pro
and was like,
Jared-
"Hey,
Pro
by
Jared's
the
like
way, our
really good
video's
at
at like a couple 100,000 or
We
whatever."
weren't at school. It was during
Yeah,
the
no,
summer.
it was during the summer.
Yeah, it was
Or
over
you-
the summer.
maybe
I was on
text us
vacation.
Yeah,
something,
I remember
but-
what happened. It was like a couple days after. This is actually one of the most exciting like times of my
It was
life.
exciting for me because I came into service and I started getting notifications being like, "We just hit 1 million views." I was gone for
Yeah.
a week.
Oh yeah.
So Nick
We
was
were
on
t-
vacation too, and I was giving updates
we
too.
were
A couple days
20,000
after we
when I left.
posted, we'd hang out at your house that night, and then I
I was
left home in
sleeping
the
in Matt's
morning.
basement, and you
And,
texted me.
and I
in
was
the
texting
morning.
you
You
saying,
called
"Dude,
me, actually.
we got to like 16,000 views
Yeah.
like overnight. Like we jumped like by like 14,000 views, and he was like, "Wow, really?" And I was like, "This is fucking
Because
exciting
we
as
were at,
shit."
like, we were at like
So
20
we were on
when I
Funny
left.
Junk.
And then by the
And
end of the
1
day,
million
it was
when I
like
got back.
30,000.
Yeah.
We're like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god!" And then fucking it jumped 750,000 views in a day, and we're like, "Fucking best day ever." And it was. It was like the best day ever.
That was pretty cool.
We're like Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that happening because I think it was us who were talking about it.
It'd be
At least
weird how
one of
much,
us-
like-
when we were like, yeah, I think it'll cap at like 3,000 because we got to 3,000. We're like, holy shit, 3,000, that's really cool. And then we're like, it won't get any more.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
just
But it's
blow
like,
it
And
up.
now it's at 4 million.
I think it's weird, like, if, say, for whatever reason, there's just this podcast itself, or, like, some video we do with involving pretty much all of us turns into the next Gangnam Style, like 2 billion views. You know how much our lives would change?
Yeah, no
It was-
teaching jobs ever.
Well, but also, you wouldn't need a teaching job, because literally everybody in the world knows you, and you've got, like,
Your money for life.
$200 million in the bank. So it's like,
Well, you
Well,
have $200
yeah.
million in the bank. We have.
I'm
fuck
giving
all.
everyone $200
We
million.
have
free
free
pizza.
fuck all.
He'll still buy pizza.
Breadsticks!
Breadsticks!
Breadsticks! Don't forget the breadsticks.
This time we'll get breadsticks.
We need
guys.
dipping sauce.
No,
Alright,
only
so we're
one
making
dipping
potato
sauce
salad.
that
All
we
the
all
dipping
share.
sauce you can eat.
I like to make werewolf movies.
What a distasteful reference.
Sorry. Just the way I said that reminded me of.
Not to
Travis.
fillet ourselves anymore, but
Yes.
Did you say fillet?
yeah, we're
Are you?
we're
That's
a little
exactly what we're
bit.
doing.
We're doing that a little bit
We
right
should start
now.
replugging the 11 Drunk Guys videos, just like keep posting.
On our to our friends, check out our videos.
Oh my god,
We
that'd
get
be
a lot of
so
people
funny.
fucking deleting us.
Check out this cool video we made. Please like for support.
No, don't even say that it's from us. Just be like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
check out this cool video I found.
And then they'll fucking be like, it's fucking them. We're assholes.
Speaking of plugging in traffic,
What?
Plugging in whoa.
Okay, you know what? I always start badly with that. I say speaking of, and then it gets bad.
That's
No.
never speaking of.
I should never say that. Because we were talking about like views and traffic and stuff. I recently called the studio because I wanted to see recording rates and such and see what their gear was like. And then I was like, so what have you recorded that I could listen to? And he was like, oh, we recorded this. So I listened to this song. And it was a song called "What's Up." Really just basic. Exactly. Basic song, really stupid. And then there's this rapper. His name's Doug Crawford. He's an Edmonton rapper. He was born in L.A. He now lives in Edmonton.
Wow, what a fucking
ass
backwards
exactly, right?
path to take.
Right,
Easy the Dawn.
Easy Dawn's a fucking fuck.
Don't say that.
Actually,
You'll
you know
get
what?
shot.
Arguably, that path makes more sense because people flock to LA and then they end up being in an ocean of somewhat talented people that never
Yeah,
do
talented,
anything.
attractive people. There's billions of
Yeah.
them there.
So yeah, I was looking at his videos, and I don't know if you've ever been on a video where someone has bought views before.
Oh,
Lady Gaga.
But I didn't realize this. I was like, oh, this video has 70,000 views. Clearly, these guys are doing stuff in the industry, that kind of stuff.
But it's a no
But it was on this
engagement.
guy Doug Crawford who was in the video, but not actually part of the rap group. It was on his channel because he was can I upload it to my channel? And I looked at the comments, and you could see the comments because every single one of his videos has the same amount of views, about 70,000.
Is that? I think it's the memory card is full.
No.
but you know what? We're gonna finish this story.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be-
And okay, yeah, do that.
We're gonna finish
They
this
just
story.
pointed at us. Forget about them.
Yeah, even though Matt's still in the story.
Yeah, Matt.
Everybody,
Yeah,
we're about time to wrap it up. So let's all just,
Everybody,
wrap.
rap.
No, the story isn't even worth rapping. Okay,
Well, then wrap the story.
yo.
Wrap the story up.
No!
So all the comments are just people going I like the song. This is definitely something I will share with my friends.
Oh.
Another person,
Oh, no.
since in the chorus it goes blah blah, what's up, blah da 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 da, what's up, and it's really lame chorus. But some person commented, I like the way they all say "what's up" in chorus. He has 105 subscribers and 70,000 views on every single one of his videos.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
really clear that he buys traffic.
Wait, by the way,
Okay.
he's a rapper and his name's Doug.
Doug Crawford.
His name's Doug and he's a
Someone
rapper.
commented oh yeah, Doug Crawford using his real name, keeping it real. So I was like, oh my
That
god.
is definitely not a rap name. That's for sure.
Every
Nobody
single
who's-
one of his songs has about 100 words. That's it.
He's probably named T-Bone as his original name. He's I'm gonna go by my hard name.
Should I
Doug.
go into the rap pseudonym Stanley the Rapper? Because I think that's sounds
Like
it's because it's a
Chance,
lame
like-
it's a lame name,
Yeah.
but if you put the rapper on it, it's it sounds kind of cool, edgy, almost
No,
Yeah,
what was the name you were going to be called? Norag.
Morag.
Morag. Go by
Morag the
Morag
Rapper.
You gotta wear Viking
And you
armor.
can wear
the
a
whole time.
do-rag and stuff, and it's Morag.
The
He's
Morag
got
do
more
rag.
rags
Yeah,
on his head.
yes.
He's got 80
That's
rags. It's piled up. More rag.
Yo, I'm motherfucking Morag. Go open up the door rag. What? Oh, I'm number 4 rag. Yeah, gonna make some more rags. Oh, the pen. Stick them in my pants. Go say hi to the garbage man.
Motherfucker.
But I'm glad to actually have made a rap where I put "You better back off" in the lyrics because I had to get that out of my system. I really did.
Did I tell? Sorry, this will sound unrelated. Did I already tell the bird dance, chicken dance story?
Yes.
I don't-
Yeah.
On this?
With the woman the new lifeguard who had to do it with the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he?
The bird dance?
I don't recall
Maybe
this.
you
I think
to
I
me in
told
the
you. I don't
car.
think I
I
told
remember
everyone.
this story.
Oh, here you go. Cool story. Real quick
Cool
one.
story.
It's because his name is Stanley, and you said Stanley the
Okay,
rapper.
Like Stanley Kubrick?
Yes, it's
Or
Stanley
any
Kubrick, believe it
Stanley.
or not.
Stanley Kubrick, the
Yeah,
rapper.
Anybody. So this guy comes to the pool named Stanley, and he's slightly mentally handicapped. He's in his 50s, I would guess.
That's
And
racist.
Sorry.
He's in his 50s. That's racist.
And he loves the bird dance. He loves the chicken dance, and he could do it just every day. And so he comes and he brings a CD, and he asks us, "Can you put on the chicken dance for me?" And we usually say yes. And so he'll wait for as many people to be in the pool as possible. He wants everybody to see him do it. And then it comes on, and he's just that shit, and he just loves it. And he'll just do it as many times you let him play it. Like he'll just go, like the song lasts 3 minutes, but if you let him keep going, he would do it for hours. Like it's crazy, and which is a little funky. And sometimes kids come and like video it, and they can make fun of him. It's a little awkward, but for the most part, it's okay. And then sometimes the lifeguards will go and dance with him, like because they're young women. They're just like, yeah, it's fun. It's not fucking fun. It's weird. And so one girl who was pretty new starts dancing with him, and we're like, all right, we're going to have to teach her a lesson now. So I talked to the guy who would put on the CD, and we're like, hey, can we just play this a couple more times, make her have to keep dancing with him? And he's like, that sounds like a great idea. So we get through the first 3 minutes, and you can tell she's about to walk off, and then it comes on again, and just bloop, bloop, the start of the song, and no, it has to keep going again. So they dance for another 3 minutes, and then we just kind of look over, and I can tell she's a little sick of it, and I'm like, you good yet? And she's like, no, it was great. It was a lot of fun. And we're like, round 3! Just do the whole thing. And my favorite part is that part where it gets slow, and then it starts to speed up, because now she's like, no. I'm just like, oh, this is the most painful thing in the world. And she gets through it, and then she's like, yeah, that was totally good. And she's refused to ever do it with him again since. So there you go, Stanley the Rapper.
Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick.
Who's Stanley Kubrick? I just never heard the name.
You've never heard the name Stanley Kubrick?
I've heard the name, I just don't know.
We're gonna
who
get
he is.
another line.
He was the director of The Shining.
I don't know.
The Shining and other things like
Shining,
that.
2001
Clockwork
Space
Orange.
Odyssey.
2006 Odyssey, Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork
All that
Orange.
Eyes Wide Shut.
You've never seen any of those movies? He did Eyes Wide Shut?
Yeah,
The
that's
Shining.
his last movie.
I don't
never
watch
saw it.
movies, I listen to music.
Eyes Wide
That's
Shut
my
is
thing.
weird.
Yeah,
Very
I know.
strange.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
Like,
long and weird.
Yeah, it's like Tom Cruise going around during a night, like between, and then like finding like sexual release, and then at the end he stumbles upon some massive orgy with a bunch of people in masks, and then they had to miss an NC-17 rating. They had to there's this massive orgy scene at the end. They had to digitally add people blocking boobs and other genitals in the kind of foreground of the whole orgy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was this movie?
This is
Eyes Wide Shut. It's like 3 hours of weird Tom Cruise sexual repression.
Yeah.
Well, it was like in Clockwork
Nicole
Orange,
Kidman boobs.
because there was like a couple of rape scenes, brutal rape scenes. And didn't you have to take out one rape scene so that it could make the R rating rather than the...
Well, they had, I think they had to make it less graphic, I think it was.
Yeah, but that was the whole idea, is there was a certain amount of violence and graphicness, so he's like, ah, shit. We'll move 2 minutes of rape, and then we'll keep the rest of the rape, and the movie will be fine.
Apparently, there was Last House on the Left was really bad for that.
Like the original one? Well,
no, the remake too. There was
Oh.
there was a rape scene and someone people had to leave the theater because it was so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, shit happened.
And then a guy's head gets put in a microwave.
And then it blows up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like,
You can't microwave that.
Fucking goddamn
I
it.
still love the snake that gets microwaved and snakes on a plane. I thought that was a good scene.
Does it blow up?
Yeah.
Why would it blow up?
It wouldn't,
It wouldn't
but it's
blow
funny.
up.
It's
That
like
makes no
Critters.
sense.
Or no, not Gremlins.
Everything goes on.
Gremlins
was
is amazing.
so
It's such a
good.
good movie.
Gremlins is a genuinely good movie.
No, it's great.
But wait, it doesn't make any fucking sense. You can't feed Gizmo after midnight, but it's
Don't-
always
it-
after
yeah, we
midnight!
know, I know.
We know, we get it.
Eric
I
Clapton, we
think
know.
it's from midnight to noon.
Also, you
Midnight
can't get
till
them wet.
noon? No breakfast.
You can't get them wet, but it's winter, so he walks on snow.
But that doesn't count
It
as
doesn't
getting him
count.
wet.
Plus,
Yeah.
moisture and shit. in the
Exactly.
air.
It doesn't
It's
make
slightly
any-
humid
it
today.
doesn't make any sense, but it's still
It's cool.
it's amazing. It's such a good movie.
But then
What about Gremlins 2?
It's all right.
I like the paper shredder scene.
It's like Gremlins 1 is
Yes, I
silly
remember
and
that one.
goofy, and then the second one they're like, let's just go balls deep in this bitch, and they just go like crazy. It's
Wait, does
ridiculous.
Gremlins 2 have the paper shredder scene?
I think so.
I thought it was might be Gremlins 1.
No, Gremlins 2. It's Gremlins 2.
Yeah,
Because
they're
they're
the
unleashing a big
skyscraper.
office building.
Yeah.
Gremlins 1. I just remember when the woman was on the chair that lifts her up the
light
stairs.
resist
Yeah,
chair.
yeah, it shoots and she just flies out the glass and oh man,
It's so great.
that movie's so good.
That's fun. All right, then.
Yeah, let's watch Adaptation.
I need to go
It's
sleep.
good, but it's
Okay.
No, it's not. It's fucking
Thanks
awesome.
everyone for watching
Follow
and
the
listening.
Bye. It's 2 o'clock.
Well, that was an hour and a half.
You got 20.
Yeah, I would think anybody you would know. Yeah, I would think anybody you would know. Yeah, I would think anybody you would know. Yeah, I would think anybody. Yeah, I would think anybody. Yeah, I would think. Yeah, I would think. Yeah, I would think. Yeah.